Hello. Good afternoon. Again, it's me. It's Richard. This is over and over again. And this is Matchday Live Part 2 for the day. Arsenal women away at Leicester City. The teams are on the pitch. They are doing the minute silence for remembrance, of course. We have just finished watching the other Arsenal game. Emma's in the chat there. Where can I watch the game live on free TV? It's on the BBC iPlayer if you've got that. If not, I'm sorry. You'll have to stick with us. I live in Austria and there I can't watch the BBC. Okay. In that case, then, I don't know, but don't worry. Stay with us and I'll keep you up to everything that's going on in this game. You won't miss a kick. Arsenal are in their black kit today, the black away kit. Arsenal line up like this. It's Insberger in goal. The back four is Wainwright, Woubenmoy, Catley and McCabe. In midfield, it's Walty, Nobbs and Maanum. Jordan Nobbs is in for Captain Kim Little and she actually takes her place as captain as well. The front three, Mead, Blackstenius and Foord. Of course, Viv Miedemar, as we know, is on a little break. She should be back after the international break. It's pouring down rain in Leicester. It's not very great conditions. Arsenal in black, Leicester in blue. And we are very, very shortly getting a kick-off. Of course, a good win for Arsenal will take us back to the top of the table. The men are at the top of the Premier League. Can the women follow suit today? In goal for Leicester is Kirsty Lavelle. I haven't really got all their full team. It's been... I know Libby Vance is playing in the back four, Abby McManus, and we know up front is Natasha Flint as well. Simon's in the team. We'll try and get the rest of that team as we go along. But we are very, very close to the kickoff here at Leicester. Very, very wet Leicester City ground, and we are very close to the kickoff in this game here today. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a tough game for Arsenal. We know that. But hopefully we can come out on top. Leicester, of course, with their new manager, Willie Kirk, today taking charge for the first time following the sacking of Lydia Bedford, of course, just 2 or 3 days ago. Very sort of shock sacking out. So Arsenal kicking off, attacking the goal to our left. We are off and underway here at the King Power Stadium. The ball's over on that far side with Laura Wainwright, who plays it back to Lotta Woubenmoy. And then square to Steph Catley. Arsenal with the injury problems mounting up, actually. Long ball forward there from Katie McCabe. Arsenal won this game 5-0 last season, but it's a different Arsenal team now. Frida Maanum are coming forward in great form. She's going to try a shot early on. She does try a shot. Oh, Kirsty Lavelle pushes it behind. Almost an early goal there from Arsenal. And Caitlin Foord puts it back in again. It's already gone behind for a corner. Good save from Kirsty Lavelle there. Frida Maanum getting forward there. Bang the shot in. Good save from Kirsty Lavelle. Janet in the chat there. Where can I watch on YouTube? You probably won't be able to see the actual game itself on YouTube due to copyright issues, but you stay with us. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on, full commentary. And it's a corner to Arsenal on this near side inside the first minute. An opportunity for Arsenal to get a goal. Beth Mead with the corner towards the 6-yard box, headed away by Leicester. Bottom of the table, of course, Leicester, they have lost every game. But the leaders, Manchester United, only won this fixture 1-0 a few weeks ago. So they're difficult to beat, you have to say. Terry says there, a good effort from Maanum. Home now, absolutely drenched, coming from van to front door. Great win by the boys. It was a great win. Held on in the end, didn't we, to get that 1-0. Let's hope the girls can do the same and win this game. Coming forward now, Leah Walty plays it to the edge of the box to Frida Maanum. This is a good play from Arsenal. Beth Mead on that far side. Beth Mead, shots deflected. Falls into the box to Stina. Oh, she's at the top of the crossbar. Stina Blackstenius is definitely effective. May have got deflected. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. Fast start this from Arsenal, looking to get this early goal. The first shot was blocked by Beth Mead. It fell to Stina, and her effort there was deflected off a Leicester defender onto the top of the crossbar. And it's another corner to Arsenal. We've played nearly 2 minutes. It's the second corner for Arsenal already. Leicester could find this to be a very, very long day for them. This corner comes in towards the near post. It's flicked on. In fact, it's headed over their own crossbar there from Libby Vance, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was Natasha Flint actually doing her defensive work. Heads the ball over her own crossbar. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal, this time over on the far side, which Steph Catley may well go across to take. But it's been a great start this from Arsenal in these opening 2.5 minutes. We could have scored 2 goals already, but anyway, we've got another corner, the third corner already. Steph Catley's going to take this for Arsenal, all in the black kit today here in the East Midlands. It's going to be Steph Catley with this corner, plays it short. Beth Mead whips it in towards the 6-yard box. Stina's in there again. Leicester don't really clear it. Oh, but they managed to scramble it away now, do they? No, they don't. because Arsenal picked the ball up again. Steph Catley plays out to that far side to Beth Mead. This is good start this from Arsenal. Leah Walton now in possession. She's got a lot of time and space to line up this cross. She plays up this near side to Laura Wainwriter. This is good from Arsenal again. Steph Catley now on this near side. Keeps possession, finds Steph Catley. Plays it in to the ball from Katie McCabe. It bounces across the penalty area, but Leicester again scramble it clear. But it's only as far as Lotte Wubben-Moyder. We've played 3 minutes, and so far it's been 3 minutes inside at the Leicester half. They just can't get the ball clear, can they, Leicester? And then the ball out this near side. Steph Catley plays it up the line. I remember last season in this fixture, we did score very early on, but it took us until later in the second half to really seal the victory. We did win 5-0 in the end, but it certainly wasn't an easy game for a long spell. But we've certainly started this game really quickly. Steph Catley with that ball forward. Caitlin Foord does well, actually. Gets past one challenge, but Leicester do manage to scramble the ball away, but not for very long. Now they've got an opportunity to come forward. Natasha Flint. She does well, actually, Flint. She did score. She's actually scored their only goal of the season so far last week against Reading. They did lose in injury time. Bot now with the ball for Leicester. Plays it back again. And the ball's gone out there for a throw to Leicester. They finally settled down into this game. But what a start that was from Arsenal. Very, very lively. Could have been two goals already, but Leicester now have finally got the ball in our half. It is Simon with the throw. Erin Simon, but again, Arsenal deal with that pretty well. Back now with Katie McCabe, plays that ball forward up that far side to Beth Mead. Beth Mead, she's got Laura Wainwriter in front of her. Instead, she plays it square to Jordan Nobbs, playing in Kim Little's place, of course, who's going to be out for a while now. Kim Little, unfortunately, due to that knee injury last week against West Ham. Arsenal looking to make it 6 wins out of 6 at the start of the season, which is what we did last season as well, actually. Ball played into Stina Blackstenius, but she tried to lay it off. But Leicester do get the ball clear. It's going to be interesting to see what impact Willie Kirk makes at Leicester. Didn't quite work out from Everton, did it? Last season. Was it last season? Was it Everton or was it the season before? Anyway, it didn't quite work out from Everton, did it? It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on now at Leicester. Whether he can keep them in the WSL as Lydia Bedford did last season. You know, she did the job she was brought in to do. It's been a difficult start to the season for them, but, you know, they can't expect anything other than a battle against relegation, and it's going to be the same now with Willie Kirk in. He has got a lot more experience, though, and maybe he can mastermind another survival for Leicester. The ball's now back with goalkeeper Kirsty Lavelle. And Leicester's just started to settle down a little bit now after that really, really explosive start from Arsenal. Didn't quite manage to get a goal, but we've picked up the ball again with Caitlin Foord inside the centre circle, looking for a little bit of support. Instead, she plays it back to Katie McCabe and then to Lotte Wubben-Moyder on that far side. Just gets into the Leicester half. Oh, that was a poor ball that was cut out, and suddenly Leicester can come forward. The ball hits the referee, but Leicester keep possession. But now they don't, because she was going to blow up. I feel a bit sorry for the referee there, because obviously the ball hit her. She was going to stop the play, although the ball did keep, Leicester did keep possession. But the Leicester player was expecting the play to stop, so didn't challenge for the ball, and Arsenal won it back. So she did have to give the drop ball back to Leicester. Now the ball back with goalkeeper Kirsty Lavelle. Made that very, very early save, didn't she? And now Leicester have lost the ball again. Frida Maanum it was with that very early chance for Arsenal, and Stina Blackstenius has had a shot deflected onto the top of the crossbar as well. That was all in the opening 2 minutes. We've played 7 minutes now. Arsenal still in control, but nowhere near as dominant as we were. Leicester have managed to settle things down and have got into this game a little bit. Katie McCabe now on this near side. The ball goes back again to Steph Catley. Now it's back with goalkeeper Manu Zinsberg. Of course, she did end her run of clean sheets last week with that really sloppy goal against West Ham. But anyway, it didn't matter in the end, did it? We come back and got the 3 points. And let's hope we can go on and get another 3 points today as well. But Leicester are coming forward now inside the centre circle. Ball played up this near side to Erin Simon again. And she goes back to Sophie Howard. And then Ashley Plumtree did score an own goal in this fixture last season in that 5-1 victory. Deepak's in the chat here. He says, excited for Liverpool against Tottenham. No, not really. I don't really care, if I'm totally honest. I'm more excited for this game. And we've won. Our team won before, so that's all that matters. Don't care about either of those two teams. Hope they both lose. But we know they can't. Anyway, the ball's gone out for a throw over on this far side to Arsenal. Ball played across the pitch there, looking for Debbie Vance, but she was never going to kick that in. And it has gone out for a throw, I say, to Arsenal in front of the dugouts there. Laura Wainwright. Terrible weather here today in Leicester. Well, it's been terrible weather most of the country, hasn't it? Although up here it's actually quite nice. But anyway, Wainwright again plays it. Jordan Nobbs plays it square to Leah Walty now with Katie McCabe, ball forward, looking for Stina Blackstenius. Well defended actually there from I'm not sure who that was actually. Anyway, Arsenal back in possession with Katie McCabe. Plays it in to Frida Maanum, turns and runs again at that Leicester defence. Now Caitlin Foord on this near side. Caitlin Foord running at the Leicester defenders, tries to cut inside. He plays it back across the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh dear, Beth Mead couldn't quite get there. It was cleared away by a Leicester defender. But Arsenal picked the ball up again with Caitlin Foord again on this near side. Can she get across in this time? Oh, she tries to cut back inside and actually she tackled herself almost. And now Eileen Whelan is there battling away for the ball and wins a throw there. So Deepak says, why Leicester versus Arsenal? It's a women. It is, yeah, it's Leicester City women versus Arsenal women. But if I put that on the score on there, it would take up the whole screen, wouldn't it? So, you know, it's still Leicester against Arsenal. You know, that's who's playing. That's what it is. So, yeah, Leicester against Arsenal. It's still 0-0. And let's see how this game goes. We played only 10 minutes now, and Leicester have definitely settled down following that. What a start that was from Arsenal. We could have scored 2 goals very early, but we haven't done. It is still 0-0. Beth Mead now battling away on the edge of that penalty area. Leah Walty plays it in to Stina Blackstenius on the turn. Plays it through. Oh, it almost fell to Frida Maanum. Not quite. And the goalkeeper picks it up. Kirsty Leval there plays it out to Libby Vance over on that far side. But another, almost an opportunity there for Arsenal to get this goal. You do feel as though if we do score reasonably early in this game, we'll probably go on and win reasonably comfortably. But sometimes these games, it's all about breaking them down and getting that first goal, isn't it? That's what it's all about. And that's what we are striving to do here. Kirsty Lavelle there plays it square to Sophie Howard and gets it back again. Lavelle, the Leicester City goalkeeper, made that very, very early save from Frida Maanum to keep the score at 0-0. Leicester now trying to come forward themselves. Laura Wainwright there, that was conceded a free kick. It was a foul on Sam Tierney. We've played nearly 11 minutes here at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City 0, Arsenal 0. A little bit too enthusiastic there, wasn't she, Laura Wainwright? And it's going to be a free kick to Leicester in the pouring rain at the King Power. An opportunity for Leicester to get the ball into the box. It's going to be Perfield with this free kick. Coming towards the edge of the penalty. It's headed down by Leah Walton. Now Arsenal have got an opportunity for a counter-attack with Beth Mead. She goes past the defender there quite easily. Beth Mead. Outsider is Wainwright. So can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in towards the run there of Caitlin Foord, but it's headed away by Leicester again. But still Arsenal keep possession. Katie McCabe now. Was she going to? She thought about a shot then for about 30 yards, but thought better of it. Cut back inside. And now the ball is back in there with Leah Walty again. Plays it up this near side to Katie McCabe. Can she get a cross in towards the near post? She does. The goalkeeper can't get there. Completely missed it, actually, the goalkeeper. But it's gone all the way across to Beth Mead over on that far side. We've played 12 minutes. And in fact, the goalkeeper just got a touch on that. So it is going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Katie McCabe there. She did. I don't know if that was actually going on target. I think it may well have been. It's a throw to Arsenal. Wainwright takes it in at to Stina Blackstenius. She turns away there, gets a cross in towards the goalkeeper, pushes it out. Frida Maanum's there. It's 1-0. Frida Maanum again, 4 in 4 for her. What a great start it's been for Arsenal. It's been rewarded. Nice and easy goal there in the end. The goalkeeper pushed out. It was a cross, I think, from Stina Blackstenius. Goalkeeper Kirsty Lavelle pushed it out. Frida Maanum's there, getting on the end of it, as you would expect her to do. It's what she's been doing a lot of lately. And it is a goal. Great play from Stina Blackstenius. The goal getting pushed it out, and Frida Maanum's there, and it is. It is 1-0 to the Arsenal, and fully deserved as well. Frida Maanum again. Wow, she is popping up with goals right, left, and centre at the moment, isn't she? Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Terry says, yes, get in there, Maanum, indeed. Terry says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Hit that button. I just did, yeah. Rajendra says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Indeed, it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. 13 minutes played. The timing of the goal. Frida Maanum with it. She is in a rich vein of form, isn't she, at the moment? She's now got 4 goals this season in her last 4 starts since she came into the side away at Lyon, of course. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Now Frida Maanum again in possession inside the centre circle. Now plays up this near side to Katie McCabe. Arsenal in full flow now. Katie McCabe plays it in to Caitlin Foord. Plays it back again to Leah Walty. Exchanges passes with the goal scorer Frida Maanum. Now it's back with Steph Catley over to Lotta Wubben-Moy. Arsenal looking to just ease our way through this and to the victory here. Rajendra says Frida 1-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, good old Frida. She's playing so well at the moment, isn't she? You know, obviously there's 1 or 2 issues with Viv, isn't there? With her, I don't know if it's an injury issue, illness issue, a fitness issue, or some other things going on. She's not 100% happy, is she? And she's not been playing particularly well. But Frida's come in, and she has been absolutely immense in these last 4 games that she's played. She's scored in every single one. And it's not just her goals, it's just her drive forward from that midfield position. It's just brilliant to see. She's in such good form. And another goal for her today. It is Leicester 0, Arsenal 1. We've played nearly 15 minutes here in a very wet King Power Stadium in Leicester. And Arsenal certainly dominated this game right from the very first whistle. We could have scored inside at the first minute. Frida Maanum's shot was well saved by Kirsty Lavelle. Stina Blackstenius has had an effort deflected onto a crossbar. It was Stina Blackstenius' cross there that was pushed out by the goalkeeper for Frida Maanum to fire home. And it's a brilliant start, isn't it, from Arsenal? Leicester in possession now, but they're really just inside their own half. Arsenal pressing really high up the pitch, winning the ball back again. This is what this Arsenal team do so well, don't they? Just press and press and press. And then eventually force a mistake, win the ball back. And then suddenly we're on the front foot attacking. We've done it again. Frida Maanum's done really well. Oh, she's done really well, Frida Maanum. She's got a little bit of support. Caitlin Foord inside the box. Is it going to be 2-0? Oh, Caitlin Foord tried to square it back to Frida Maanum. Maybe the shot would have been better. Sophie Howard was back then to clear it away. It is going to be another corner to Arsenal. Leicester desperately hanging on at the moment. That was great play again from Frida Maanum. The pressing work. She won the ball, drove forward, found Caitlin Foord just on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Maybe she should have tried a shot. Instead, she tried to pull it back across the goal to where Frida Maanum had continued her run, but Sophie Howard was there to put it behind. Heather's in the chat there. How you doing? She says, who do you think will win Women's Player of the Year? It's got to be Beth Mead, hasn't it? Let's be honest. Beth Mead with his corner towards the near post, headed out though by Leicester just. But Jordan Nobbs picks it up, plays the ball back out to Beth Mead. She's got to win Player of the Year, surely. Jordan Nobbs puts it back into the box again. Header comes in at the far post as it by Lotta Wubben-Moy was in there, but she couldn't quite get on the end of it, Lotta. She made a good run though in there. Couldn't quite get there. And Rajendra says there, a chip to the opposite side will score. Yeah, possibly. Or she could have pulled it back a bit more. Stina was coming in as well. I'd have just gone for a shot across the goalkeeper. I mean, not that I know what I'm doing, really. I mean, I did score yesterday, though, actually. So, but not a goal like that. Anyway, they're just showing Frida's goal again. I mean, it was a simple finish, but she makes them runs to get into those positions to finish them off. And that's what she's done so well in these few games since she's come back into the side. Anyway, Leicester coming forward now. But that's a poor ball across. Jordan Nobbs is going to just pick this up for Arsenal. Stina Blackstenius makes a run up that far side. Is she going to get there ahead of Ashley Plumtree? She does get there ahead of Ashley Plumtree. She's running at this Leicester defence. She's inside the penalty. Stina Blackstenius tries to pull the ball across. It hits the Leicester defender, and they do manage to clear it away, but only as far as Lotta Wubben-Moy. And it's now with Wayne Reuter over on that far side. Laura Wayne goes past one challenge It's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. Arsenal piling on the pressure now. Jordan Nobbs couldn't quite get there. And Terry's made a good point there, actually. Frida is our new Roar. Yeah, maybe she is. She's certainly, she's kind of playing that similar role, isn't she? Getting goals as well, which obviously Jill Rod's got a lot of goals for Arsenal, playing in that similar sort of role. Yeah, maybe she is a new Jill Rod. That's a good comparison, actually. Everyone's kind of saying, oh, she's taken over from Viv, and she's taken Viv's place in the team. But yeah, she's more of a Jill Rod, isn't she, actually? That's a really good point there. But yeah, it's we don't mind. It's the new Frida, isn't it, rather than the old anybody else. But anyway, she's certainly doing really, really well at this moment in time. Really important player for us, and another big goal for her. I mean, Heather, maybe she might be in a player of the year if she carries on the way she's playing. She's been brilliant, hasn't she? And another goal for her already today. We've played nearly 19 minutes here at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City 0, Arsenal 1. Frida Maanum it was. I say with that goal. Katie McCabe plays it up the line to Stina Blackstenius, gets it back again. Katie McCabe, and then is she fouled out by CJ Bott, and it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal, or is it going to be a throw? It's Arsenal's ball anyway for certain. That's no doubt about that. We've got Munion in the chat. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. I hope you're well. It's another good start for Arsenal in this game. 1-0 already. Steph Catley now in possession, plays the ball square again to Lotta Woobermoy, just on halfway for Arsenal. Lotta Woobermoy plays it up that far side. Laura Wainwrighter still yet to score a goal, isn't she, for Arsenal? That's a poor ball, actually. And Natasha Flint's in, but good. Actually, it wasn't Natasha Flint, sorry. It was CJ Bott, but Zinsberger was out quickly. And now Arsenal can play on the counter-attack. Ball up this near side to Frida Maanum again, the goal scorer. She's going to try another shot from the edge of the box. No, she puts it into Caitlin Foord inside the penalty area. Caitlin Foord plays it back to Katie McCabe. Leicester just managed to get their defensive shape back now. So we'll see what happens there. Steve says they're turned off for 20 minutes and going to score. He's gone for 6-0. Yeah, I mean, I think I said 4-0 in my preview, but yeah, I mean, 6-0 I do, wouldn't it? Munion says today we are going at top on points. Yeah, possibly, because obviously Manchester United are playing Chelsea, aren't they, later on? So possibly a draw there. That's the late game, isn't it, tonight? So we'll probably watch that later on and see how that goes. Frida Maanum now on this near side. And that's a cross comes in from Katie McCabe, but it's headed away by Leicester, who struggled to get out of their half for much of this game so far. But they are trying to come forward now over on that far side. Now they will come into the Arsenal half with Libby Vance. Tries to go past Laura Wainwrighter, and she does manage to do so, but Wainwrighter's back, and it's a throw to Leicester. Terry says there, the nice thing is Frida playing with a smile on her face. Yes, she is, and that's something that Viv hasn't been doing. I know she doesn't tend to anyway. It's just her style and her nature, isn't it? But yeah, Frida is playing with a smile on her face, and she's playing so well at the minute. Such an important player for us, and it is great to see, as you said. But it is a throw to Leicester now in the attacking third over on that far side. First time, maybe they can try and put a threat on the Arsenal defence. There's a big Arsenal following there in that corner, including Matt, of course, our very own Matt Roberts, who's there today for us doing a vlog. We look forward to seeing that later on. That'll probably be on the channel either this evening or at some point tomorrow, depending on when Matt gets the videos through to us. But we're looking forward to that. It's going to be good. Lotta Woobermoy now plays it to Laura Wainwrighter over on that far side. Woobermoy again now, a little bit of time and space, picks her pass up the far side. That's a good ball, actually. Now there's a little bit of space here for Frida Maanum over on that far side, having a run again at this Leicester defence. Arsenal got players over here. Beth Mead's one of them over on that far side, plays it across the box. Goalkeeper's missed it. Caitlin Foord's in. It's 2-0. 22 minutes played. This is getting better and better for Arsenal. It is great stuff here. It is Leicester City 0, Arsenal 2. Surely that's the game won already. Lovely counter-attack that was there. Great stuff. It was over on that far side. Again, Frida Maanum's involved, as you'd expect. She found Beth Mead over on that far side. Beth Mead crossed there. Maybe the goalkeeper should have done better, let's be honest. She missed it completely. And Caitlin Foord slid in at the far post to turn it home. Another goal for her. She's in good form as well, isn't she? Beth Mead with another assist. The goalkeeper missed it completely, and there's Foord to tap it over at the far post. It is 2-0 to Arsenal, 22 and a half minutes played. and this is going to be a very enjoyable afternoon in the rain at Leicester, I'm sure. Steve says there, 4 more. Well, maybe 4 more. We'll see. I mean, I just want to get the 3 points. But yeah, we could do with a big boost to our goal difference, couldn't we? You remember Chelsea won here 9-0 last season, didn't they? Terry says only 4 more to go. 2-0. Foord loving this. Yeah, I'm loving this as well. It's good stuff, isn't it? Janet says there, please turn your TV. I'll be watching some. I feel like throwing my laptop. Okay. Rajendra says a goal every 10 minutes. Well, yeah, it's been a goal every 10 minutes so far, hasn't it? Colonel's in the chat here. He says, good evening. Didn't ever come forward against Stina Blackstenius. Trying to get past the defender. She's held up briefly, but it falls to Beth Mead. Is there more goals to come for Arsenal with Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty? Tries to square it 2-3 to Maanum. It's cleared away. Moonian says, Caitlin Foord, indeed. As Steve says, Rajendra 9-0. It was 9-0, was it? Chelsea last year won this game 9-0. Rajendra says, Terry, are you watching in sync with Richard's commentary? I mean, I've just got it on the iPlayer, actually. I think different places have it at different points, don't they? Anyway, they're just showing that second goal again. Good running again from Frida Maanum. Beth Mead, low cross. Goalkeeper couldn't get there. And Caitlin Foord turns it in at the far post. And Arsenal are in complete control of this game. 24 minutes played. It is Leicester City 0, Arsenal 2. Yeah, maybe if you're a little bit ahead, Terry, maybe don't put the comments in just to spoil it for everyone else, maybe. Anyway, the ball goes forward up this near side from Steph Catley, but it's headed out by the Leicester defender, Ashley Plumtree, the Nigerian international. And Ellie Simon just kicks it out, miskicks it. There's going to be a throw to Arsenal up this near side. And we have played at 24 and a half minutes, Leicester 0, Arsenal 2. And surely Arsenal are going to go on now and win this game. You would imagine reasonably comfortably, I would say. But anyway, you never know. Stranger things have happened in football, haven't they? But I think it'll be a major surprise now at 2-0 up if Arsenal don't go on and win this game fairly comfortably. We've certainly been playing really, really well. Katie McCabe, though, that ball there, a little bit difficult for lots of Wooben-Moy there. She had to just change her direction quickly and get it back under control. And that's a good ball out this near side to Caitlin Foord, who scored the second goal. Rajendra says I paused to make it in sync. Oh, right, okay, yeah, cool. Rajendra says I'm watching on the iPlayer, but streaming in sync with your commentary being the best. Oh, that's very nice of you, mate. I mean, I don't know why I'm behind particularly. I don't know whether I can I go forward a bit more? I don't know if I can really. Anyway, probably not. I'm on 25 minutes, 31 seconds anyway. And I've just tried to move it forward and I've just kind of messed it up again. Anyway, here we go. It is still Arsenal 2-0 up anyway. Now it is back to Lotta Wooben-Moy inside the centre circle, plays out to that far side to Wainwrighter, up the line to Beth Mead, gets it back again at Laura Wainwrighter, and Wrighter, goes back to Lotta Wooben-Moy. Arsenal totally in control of this game. Steph Catley now. She's played well at centre-back, hasn't she, since she's had to come in there with the injuries that we've had. Yes, it was her mistake last week that gave West Ham that goal, but, I mean, overall, considering it's not a natural position, I think she's been brilliant. And that's good to see. A bit of versatility in some of our players as well. It's so important, isn't it? Because we don't have a massively big squad, do we, as we're seeing at the minute. Oh, lovely play again from Frida Maanum. She's certainly in line for a player of the match already, isn't she? The impact that she's had in this game. Jordan Nobbs now lays it off to Katie McCabe, gets it back again. Lovely ball up the line. Played it back inside to Jordan Nobbs. This is good play from Arsenal again. Up this near side, Caitlin Foord plays it back to Katie McCabe inside to Jordan Nobbs, but Leicester do scramble that ball away. But Steph Catley's in with that long ball forward, flicked on by Stina Blackstenius to Beth Mead. Stina again. Nice ball over on that far side. It's going to be a third goal. Shot comes in. Oh, it's just wide. I think that was Laura Wainwrighter still looking for her first goal. She's going to have to wait a little bit longer. She's getting closer though, isn't she? It's just she's had 1 or 2 chances. In fact, the Leicester goalkeeper has gone down with a bit of an injury now, which isn't a good sign for them, is it? But Laura there got forward over on that far side. Lovely ball from Stina. It was to her. Great run from Laura. Look at that. Brilliant play. Laura then gets a shot away first time, just wide of the post. She's going to score sooner or later, isn't she? Terry says, can't pause my TV. Richard needs to speak twice as quick to catch up. Yeah, well, I'd like to be able to catch up. I don't quite know why I'm behind, really. But James says it's probably the internet streaming we're on. It changes by a minute or two. Yeah, I mean, I've got it on a Fire Stick. I mean, I've got my Skybox. Well, I can get the iPlayer through that, which may be a bit more up to date. But I had to obviously come straight from the men's game. I haven't had to do that yet. There's a break in play now. I could try and switch it over, but it might take a few minutes, and I'm going to miss some of the games. So we might just leave it as we are for now. It seems to be working okay, doesn't it? Rajendra says there, Laura showing how much she's improved. Yeah, she's been brilliant. You know, she had a great Euros for Austria. I thought last season when she joined, you could see she had potential, but she wasn't playing regularly, was she? Because Noel Moritz had that right back slot pretty much nailed down. So it's been it was difficult for her to get her in the side. But this season, now after the Euro, she's come in. She's been brilliant. And she's now pretty much first choice in that position, isn't she? You know, Noel Moritz has been playing in the Champions League games, a couple of games in there, and I'm sure she'll play in some other games as well in that group stage. But yeah, Laura is now the first choice right back, and rightly so, because she's been absolutely brilliant. Anyway, the Leicester goalkeeper Kirsty Lavelle is back on her feet again, and let's hope she's going to be okay. Emil Heskey is on the bench. On the Leicester bench, of course, he's very involved, isn't he, with the women's team at Leicester. It's only been just over 2 years, actually, since they were taken over by the King Power company and became part of the actual men's club, and they went professional. So it's been a good rise in quite a quick space of time for Leicester. And these things take time, don't they? They're not going to be able to establish themselves as a regular WSL team straight away, are they? It's going to take a little bit of time for them to get established, but they just need to keep surviving for a couple of years, don't they? And you can see how they can grow from there, you know, like maybe Aston Villa have done and others as well. Anyway, Stina now picks the ball up for Arsenal. Stina Blackstenius plays the ball inside towards Beth Mead. It's just not quite going to get there, though. Good defending there from Jenna Perfield. Puts it out for a throw, though, to Arsenal over on at the far side. Rajendra says, and she has been shown to be much better. Yeah, no, she's doing really, really well. She's in possession over on that far side, plays it back to Lotta Woober-Moy. Does well, Lotta plays it inside to Jordan Nobbs. Tries to play it back, actually, but it was well read. But the ball does fall to Frida Maanum, but Leicester managed to scramble it clear. And already it's looking like a very long afternoon for Leicester, isn't it? Arsenal win the ball back in midfield. It was a foul there on Woober-Moy, but the referee says play on. So we carry on. Leah Walty now just on halfway, plays it square to Steph Catley. Steph Catley now bringing it forward for Arsenal, looking for that third goal. We've played 30 minutes here at the King Power Stadium. This is nice from Arsenal. Frida Maanum again gets the ball and runs at that Leicester defence. Oh, that ball wasn't quite accurate enough there for Jordan Nobbs. And now Leicester can come forward themselves up this near side with CJ Bott. And she's ended up being forced backwards again to Sophie Howard. But Leicester keeping possession now. They've certainly settled in now. Steve says there, don't spoil with scores. As Terry said, they're 5-0. I'm sure he's joking. Obviously, he's joking. 31 minutes. We're at 31 minutes now. It's still 2-0. So don't worry. It may well end up 5-0 later on. It was 5-0 last season, of course, in this game. We shall see. But it's certainly been an impressive opening half an hour from Arsenal in this game. Definitely has. There's no doubt about that. Really, really great football from Arsenal. We're pressing high up the pitch. When we've got the ball, we're moving it quickly. We're pulling this Leicester defence all over the place. We've scored 2. We could have scored at least 2 more. It was Frida Maanum and Caitlin Foord with the goals in case that you missed them. And yeah, Arsenal in total control of this game. And as things stand, we're going back to the top of the table, which is always looks good, doesn't it? And it will be 6 wins out of 6 if we can continue this form and see this game through. Zinsberger now in possession for Arsenal. Another game. She's had a lot to do. Actually, again, you know, she keeps a lot of clean sheets, Manu. She doesn't always have a lot to do in the games. But last week, she made that really important late save, didn't she, against West Ham when it was 3-1. Could have made it a difficult last few minutes there. And she's become one of the most consistent, reliable goalkeepers in the WSL, hasn't she? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. That ball up the line to Beth Mead. Heads it on to Jordan Nobbs, gets it back again. Beth Mead, that's a great touch from her. Nice play between the 2 England Lionesses teammates there, but Leicester do manage to win the ball. Rajendra says we should be getting a goal soon, as it's a goal per 10 minutes. Yeah, well, a goal per 10 minutes would be 9-0, wouldn't it? Like that Chelsea did last season. But anyway, we played 33 minutes nearly. Leicester coming forward now, have a chance to try to get back. CJ Bott on the run. Oh, it's a great play from CJ Bott into the box. Oh, Zinsberger saves it there. Leicester's first chance. That was really good play actually there from Bott for Leicester. Good run from her. Brilliant play there. Got in behind there. Steph Catley came across. You just think the ball past Steph Catley, got into the penalty area. Caitlin Foord tried to get back at her, but it was a good save actually. Really good play that from CJ Bott. Leicester's first real attack. And the shot was on target, and Manu again saves with her legs. She's good at that, isn't she? Terry says there, good save to Zins. Indeed, it was a good save from Zinni there. But it is a corner to Leicester. That's what I said, you see. She doesn't have a lot to do, Zinsberger, but whenever she's needed, she very rarely lets us down. She's always produces what she needs to produce. She makes the saves. It is a corner to Leicester, so we're not quite out of the woods with this attack quite yet. It falls actually to Leicester inside the penalty area. Good defensive play there from Leah Walty. And the ball's now back into the arms of Manu Zinsberger. Rajendra says they're a good save. I didn't say who will score. Well, no, that's true. That could have been, yeah, well, you're right. It could have been a goal for Leicester, couldn't it? But it was a good save, actually, a really good save. And it is still 2-0. Zinsberger now is back in possession just outside the penalty area, plays it out to Lotta Woober-Moy for Arsenal, all in the black kit with a gold trim. Very, very smart kit, of course it is. The away strip for Arsenal this season. Steph Catley now in possession, plays it back to Zinsberger. Maybe Arsenal just looking to try and keep possession of the ball for a bit, just to, after that Leicester attack. And a big opportunity for them to get a goal back, actually. Anyway, Lotta Woober-Moy now over on that far side, pings the ball forward to Beth Mead, plays out to that far side. Laura Wainwright is coming inside. It comes to Beth Mead, tries a shot, it's deflected. It's going to go behind for another corner to Arsenal. There was Frida Maanum and Caitlin Foord there, made a run into the box. But Sophie Howard deflected that cross from Beth Mead. She's looked very, very lively in these early stages here. Of course, this is Arsenal's last game, isn't it, for 2 weeks until the Manchester United game at the Emirates. That's going to be a massive game, isn't it? Coming up in a couple of weeks' time after the international break. But Arsenal have got a corner in this game. Hopefully we can go into the international break top of the table. Steph Catley's going to take this over on that far side, Arsenal's right. So Steph Catley's going to whip this in with her left foot, curling in towards the near post. Let's see if we can get a third goal here. 35 minutes played in this game. Steph Catley is going to take this corner, whips it in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's flicked on by a Leicester head. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. It was Jenna Perfield there with that header over the top of the crossbar. And it is going to be another corner to Arsenal. We've had so many corners in this game and looking dangerous from all of them, actually. But we haven't managed to score from one yet. Steph Catley with this latest one for Arsenal over on that far side. Are we going to get a third goal here? 9 minutes to go until half-time. Crossing towards that near post again. It goes all the way through. It's all the way in. It has gone in. Straight from the corner. Steph Catley scored. I don't think anybody touched that. I think he's gone straight through into the goal from the corner. And a rather strange goal, but it is nonetheless. Steph Catley there with the goal. I'm sure it's going to go down to her. I don't think anybody touched that. The corner came in. Decent delivery as always from Steph Catley, curling in. Did anybody touch that? No, they didn't. It's gone straight into the goal. Steph Catley's first goal of the season. Nobody got a touch on it. Poor defending from Leicester, it has to be said. But it doesn't matter. Steph Catley has scored another goal. She got her first WSL goal, didn't she, for us at the end of last season? She's got another one now. And it is 3-0, 37 minutes. Nice and comfortable this for Arsenal. And a good opportunity now to boost our goal difference. 3-0 there, says Rajendra. Terry says, Arsenal are playing in yellow on my TV, 8-0. But it's not 8-0 yet. It may well end up 8-0. Steve says 3 more. Beauty indeed. Well, 3 more, we'll see. Let's just get the win, which I think we have now. We can certainly enjoy the rest of this game, can't we? Also coming forward against Stina Blackstenius over on that far side. Are we going to get another goal before half time? Stina Blackstenius it is, plays the ball back to Jordan Nobbs. A cross comes in, but it's cleared away by Leicester. Frida Maanum was in there looking for more goals herself. She's got 4 this season, of course. Jordan Nobbs wearing the captain's armband today. So many injury problems that she's had. It is good to see her back fit again and playing regularly and playing well. 2 goals in the last 2 games for Jordan Nobbs. Of course, brilliant from her lately. Brilliant form. And she's certainly playing well in this game so far. Leah Wolsey then wins the ball back for Arsenal. Plays it back to Catley. Sorry, now she finds Katie McCabe up this near side. Plays it back to Katie McCabe again. Now Steph Catley, who scored the 3rd goal for Arsenal. Maanum, Foord and Catley, the 2 Australians, have both scored. I wonder if that's ever happened before. Probably not, because I know it happen in the game against Koga last season in the Champions League, didn't it? When Steph Catley scored her 1st goal, Caitlin Foord scored in that game as well, didn't she? We won that game 5-1. Of course, Kayla Marquise was in goal for Koga that night and is now on the bench for Arsenal as our backup goalkeeper. Regenda says a goal in the next 5 minutes, possibly, yeah. Terry says Leah Wolsey, hope she scores today, and Lotta Woo-Moy. Yeah, well, I don't really care who scores. I'd like to see Stina get another goal. I want Stina to get the golden boot. I just really do. And Steve says the Aussie girls playing well. Yeah, of course. Of course they're playing well. You wouldn't expect anything else, would you, Steve? Of course they're playing well. They always play well, don't they? Anyway, Lotta Woo-Moy now coming forward for Arsenal. Plays out to Laura Wainwright over on that far side into Beth Mead. Goes past one challenge, but the second challenge, the ball ricochets off Beth. It is going to be a throw to Leicester over on that far side. Into the last 5.5 minutes of this first half. It's been a tough first half for Leicester and Willie Kirk on his first game in charge of the club. It's been a tough game for him, hasn't it? But Arsenal have played well, and it's not really so much what Leicester have done wrong. Yeah, a couple of the goals have been not great defending, not great goalkeeping from Kirsty Lavelle, but ultimately Arsenal played well. We have really played well. We deserved this lead, and yeah, there's not much Leicester could have done differently really to avoid this scoreline, really, I suppose, because Arsenal have been so dominant, and we've had 2 or 3 other good chances to have added more goals as well. Our pressing is so good. We've just won the ball back high up the pitch again. Katie McCabe, unfortunately, that ran through to a Leicester player instead. Regenda says the Aussie girls may be thinking they are the All Blacks invincible. Well, possibly we are playing the All Black, of course. I'm sure they wouldn't want to be at New Zealand, though, would they? The Australian girls, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't. Terry says Stina hat-trick today. She's already got 2 in the first half. No, she hasn't. Anyway, also coming forward now with Beth Mead over on that far side. Plays it inside to Jordan Nobbs. Jordan Nobbs plays the ball across, looking for Caitlin Foord. Good defensive header, actually. There it was from Sophie Howard. But it is another corner to Arsenal. We did score directly from the last corner, didn't we? Over on that far side. So let's see if we can get another goal. Not necessarily directly from a corner, but from the corner maybe. We've played 41 minutes here at the King Power Stadium. It's Leicester 0, Arsenal 3. A very, very good first half from Arsenal. Outstanding, in fact, you have to say. But it is going to be a corner now to Arsenal again over on that far side. Again, Steph Catley's going to take it, put it back in on the goalkeeper again, because she didn't deal with that last one, did she, Kirsty Lavelle? Now, don't go short. Put it in the box, Steph. Put it in the box. Go on, stick it again. Stick it right on the goalkeeper. In fact, we do go short with it. Slightly different corner. Steph Catley now whips the ball in, but it wasn't a great cross. Should have just scored from your last corner. Put it in again the same way. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand why we didn't do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? I suppose we are now in possession now. Leah Wolsey gets the ball back. Plays it. Sorry, that was Katie McCabe. Now it's with Leah Wolsey. Now she finds Laura Wainwright, who's now on this near side, Arsenal's left, and then she's fouled by CJ Bott, who may well be getting a yellow card for that, actually, the Leicester player. In fact, she is getting a yellow card. Laura's back on her feet again. No problems there, which is good to see. Terry says they're going for a quick shower to warm up and a milky coffee. We'll see you for second half. Yeah, no problem, mate. That sounds good. Steve says there, Sam Kerr might play well for Chelsea. It does nothing for a country, doesn't she? Okay. I mean, I don't even think she plays that well for Chelsea. She just gets a lot of goals because they create a lot of chances for her. Anyway, Steph Catley's going to take this free kick on this near side for Arsenal. We are now into the last 2.5 minutes of this first half. It's been a good first half from Arsenal. Very, very good. 3-0 lead. In fact, Steph Catley leaves it for Beth Mead. I could see the idea there, trying to play it up inside to Caitlin Foord. The execution wasn't quite good enough there from Beth Mead, unfortunately. And the ball ran through to goalkeeper Kirsty Lavelle. A slightly different idea for a free kick. Good thinking it was. Just the execution wasn't quite there, unfortunately. But yeah, Rajendra says, agree with you, she should have played the corner to go again. Exactly, yeah, at least put it back in there. I mean, it probably won't go in again, but put the goalkeeper under pressure because she didn't like that last one. Anyway, Arsenal won the ball again. Leah Walty plays it back to Steph Catley. She did score that third goal. Katie McCabe now in possession for Arsenal, coming forward very centrally. Katie McCabe plays the ball back to Leah Walty. It's on to Beth Mead. Jordan Nobbs. Now it's over on that far side. Laura Wainwright plays it back in to Lotta Woobermoy. We're counting down towards half time here at the King Power. Still raining, but it's been raining goals towards the Leicester goal, isn't it? Or raining attacks on the Leicester goal. It is Arsenal 3-0 up. 3 very good goals as well. Are we going to get another one before half time? We've got a minute still to play. Let's see if we can find one more goal before the break. Lotta Woobermoy now just inside the Arsenal half, plays it square to Steph Catley. She's got Katie McCabe just outside of here. Katie McCabe in possession now, plays the ball forward in to Frida Maanum. It was her first opening goal that set us on our way to this big lead here at half time. Lotta Woobermoy plays it in to Jordan Nobbs, but she's just lost possession there. But again, Arsenal win the ball back well. Good play this. Frida Maanum it is. Well, she fouled there. Referee says no, unless they can bring the ball away with CJ Bott, who's probably been their best player, actually, you have to say, in this first half for Leicester. Sophie Howard now plays it back to Ashley Plumtree, and now it's back with Sophie Howard again. We are coming to find out how much stoppage time now, but probably not a lot. There was a little hold up when the goalkeeper needed a bit of treatment earlier in the first half, so he may have a minute or so. We'll see. Arsenal won the ball back again, high up the pitch. And we are now into stoppage time, but we don't know what it's going to be quite yet. We haven't seen it signalled. But a ball played forward there from Leah Walty, but it was cut. It's going to be 2 minutes, actually. Okay, 2 minutes of stoppage time. Maybe the injury took a bit longer than we assumed. Leah Walty again in possession. Are Arsenal going to find a fourth goal? Terry says there are no goals in any of the other games so far today. We must be top with a goal difference of plus 15 now. We're 11 up. Well, obviously the main game is going to be made. Anyway, Arsenal go forward again. Katie Foord on this near side. Can we get a fourth goal before half time? Back in to Frida Maanum. Out again to Caitlin Foord. Katie McCabe's gone on the overlap. She may well have been offside. A cross comes in. Header comes in from Beth Mead into the arms of the goalkeeper. In fact, I think she was offside. Katie McCabe. She knew she was. And that was why she looked across at the linesman before she put that cross in. She knew she was offside. In fact, it has stopped raining, I think, now at Leicester. We are now into the final minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It's been a very, very good first half from Arsenal. Totally dominant. 3 very, very good goals as well. And let's hope that we can maybe get a few more in the second half. Be nice, wouldn't it? That ball goes long from the goal kick from Leicester. They're coming forward again with Natasha Flint on this near side. That's a cross from her over to the far side. That's a good ball, actually. Leicester had that one chance, didn't they, when Liz Dinsberger made that good save with her legs. And that's pretty much all Leicester have had in this game so far. Woobermoy just plays it back there to Manu Zinsberger. That's a poor kick out from her, actually. Comes straight to Natasha Flint. Plays it forward in to Bott again. It's the ball over to the far side. A shot comes in, but it's too comfortable for Zinsberger. Straight into her arms. And we have now played the 2 minutes of stoppage time. And there goes the half-time whistle. Very good first half from Arsenal, has to be said. Leicester City 0, Arsenal 3. We could have scored 2 goals in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Frida Maanum, very early shot was saved. Stina Blackstenius' effort was deflected on to the crossbar but we did get the first goal. It was Frida Maanum after, 12 or 13 minutes. It was a cross from the far side, Beth Mead. It was Stina Blackstenius' cross. The goalkeeper just pushed it out, and there was Frida Maanum making that run into the box to finish into the empty net. The second goal was a really good move down that far side. Again, Frida Maanum was involved. She found Beth Mead. Her low cross to the far post was missed by the goalkeeper, and Caitlin Foord slid it in to make it 2-0. Leicester almost got a goal back. CJ Bott ran through the New Zealander. She beat Steph Catley, but it was a good save with her legs from Zinsberger. And then Arsenal got the third goal just before half-time. It was a corner from that far side from Steph Catley, curled straight in, and it is 3-0. Could have been a bit more as well. I don't think Kirsty Lavelle, the Leicester goalkeeper, is going to be able to play the second half. She's talking to the physio now. She walks off the pitch. I won't be surprised if there's a change there for Leicester in the goalkeeping position at half-time. I'm not sure the other goalkeeper on the bench is, actually. I don't know if they've even got another goalkeeper on the bench. Demi Lambourne is their other goalkeeper. I'm not sure if she's on the bench for her. Let me see what I can find out. Because that would be interesting, wouldn't it? It really would. Anyway, yeah, the other two games, Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0, Reading 0, Man City 0. Tottenham v Everton was, of course, postponed. And West Ham against Brighton kicks off at 3. And then, of course, Manchester United against Chelsea at 7:15. So loads of stuff going on. I'm not sure. Have Leicester got a goalkeeper on the bench? Let me have a look. They have, yeah, Lambourne. Demi Lambourne is on the bench. So she may well be coming on for the second half. I've got a feeling we may see her. But we shall see what happens there. So, yeah, that was great stuff, wasn't it? Leicester 0, Arsenal 3. Frida Maanum, Caitlin Foord and Steph Catley with the goals. That was good. Janet says a dry off and quick change of clothes and come back refreshed. Exactly, yeah. And Steve says she's got safe hands. Imagine next half she wants a rest. Yeah, we shall see. But anyway, that was a good first half, wasn't it? A really good first half from Arsenal. Totally dominant. And let's see if we can grab a few more goals in the second half. Right, I've had a busy afternoon so far. I've been doing the Arsenal men's game, a great victory at Chelsea. So I am going to have a little break. I'm going to get a cup of tea, grab something quick to eat, and I'll be back for the second half very, very soon. So please join us for that. And yeah, so stay with us, and we will see you very, very soon. And yeah, so stay tuned with us. And yeah, I'll be back very soon for the second half. See you very soon, guys. Hello, how you doing? Welcome back. We are getting ready for the second half here from King Power Stadium. Leicester 0, Arsenal 3. I've got my Yorkie. Other chocolates are available, just not on this show because I just like Yorkie. There you go. Anyway, we are very, very shortly going to be getting the second half underway. Matt's been sending a few videos through from the ground, which is good to see. So that'll be on the vlog a bit later. So look out for that. So yeah, look out for that vlog from Matt. It's going to be good. Hopefully it's keeping dry out of the rain because it's very wet in Leicester. But let's see. Well, the Arsenal team just coming out again now. Looks like they've got some dry kit on. They would have been very wet after that first half. It didn't stop raining for the whole time, did it? Steve said coffee time. Yeah, indeed. Well, coffee time for you to stay awake. I've got a tea, a nice cup of tea for me, which is going down a treat. Tommy's in the chat. How you doing, Tommy? Good to see you, my friend. He says, come on, Rich, you've got to admit defeat. Like Piers Morgan and follow the process. You know it makes sense. If only you believed in it last year. To be honest with you, all I'm doing at the minute is I'm taking it each game at a time. I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. I'm not getting carried away. Just enjoying each game as they are. And hopefully we'll keep winning them. And that'll be great. But yeah. And if you know, if I was wrong about the whole thing, then brilliant. I'll be so happy because it means we'd be successful, wouldn't it? But yeah, so far so good. Let's hope we're still top of the table after next week for the World Cup, which will be great. Regina says, welcome back. Yes, thanks, mate. Regina says, checking on their dry hairs. Yeah, they've obviously had some... obviously had the hair dryers out half time, haven't they? Because it was very, very wet. There's no doubt about that. Very, very wet indeed. So yeah, good to see them back out for the second half. So Arsenal will now be attacking the goal to our right. It's Leicester to get us underway, and we are now back off and running in this game, and hopefully we can add to our goal total here. Oh, hang on, I'll just get rid of that comment there off the screen. And Regina says, I don't call Piers Morgan. Well, Piers Morgan isn't even an Arsenal fan, is he? Some of the stuff he's done when he grassed up Arsenal fans in Copenhagen in the Europa Cup final all those years ago. He's not an Arsenal fan at all. He's an absolute scumbag. And that's all we can really say about Piers Morgan, really. Anyway, there's a long kick there from the Leicester goalkeeper. I think they may have made that change. I haven't actually seen confirmation of it, actually. Whether Demi Lambon has come on in goal, because Kirsty Lavelle was struggling at the end of the first half. There's no doubt about that. Oh no, Kirsty Lavelle is back out in goal. She's back. She's okay at the moment anyway, with her ankle injury that she seems to have had. But anyway, hopefully she's going to be okay. But she has. I wasn't sure she was coming out for the second half, but she has. So well, they obviously patched her up during the break. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal over on the far side, which Katie McCabe's going to take. Arsenal's left, plays it into Frida Maanum. Wasn't a good ball back to Katie McCabe, actually, and Leicester picked the ball up. A little bit sloppy from Arsenal this at the start of the second half, but we do clear that cross away, and now Jordan Nobbs is going to come forward for Arsenal, looking to launch a counter-attack. Jordan Nobbs maybe could have played the ball up the line, actually. In fact, we've played it out because there's an injury. I think that's what Jordan Nobbs was doing there, actually. Fair play to her. She's kicked it out. It was an injury. In fact, there's two players. It's Flint and McCabe there that are suffered an injury there. We've played nearly 2 minutes in the second half. There's been nothing happening actually yet since half time. It's been a little bit cagey at the moment, has to be said. But anyway, it is still 3-0 to Arsenal. I think it was more Katie McCabe kind of got fouled and then she fell on the Leicester players as they went down. So anyway, that is what's happened there. But anyway, the ball is now back in play with Lotta Wu and Moy coming forward for Arsenal on this near side. Plays the ball over the top for Stina. She's in behind Stina. Just going to be the moment for Stina to get a goal. She's rounded the keeper. She slots it in. Stina has scored. It's 4-0. Brilliant from her. We said we wanted Stina to get a goal. She has got a goal. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from her. Lovely finish as well. Great ball over the top. Rounded the keeper. Slotted it in. And it is 4-0. Stina has got another goal. She doesn't miss many chances, does she? We said it on the women's show the other night. I think it was Amar made the stat that she's got, was it 9 goals in 13 shots? Well, it's now 10 in 14. Brilliant running behind. This is what she's good at. She took it round the goalkeeper and slotted it in. That's what she does best. She's done that so many times. Empress 29 says there, Richard, you're behind it. Well, yeah, I think with my iPlayer's a little bit behind for some reason, but don't worry. Terry says Stina, only 2 more to go for a hat trick. Indeed, yeah, hopefully she'll get a hat trick. I want her to win the Golden Boot, Stina. I really do, because I think she's brilliant. I love her, and I want her to score every single match. And she's got a goal. I always like a good Stina goal, and that was a really good goal. Running in behind, rounding the keeper. She doesn't miss many, does she? I mean, that record that she's got of goals per shot is just incredible. The best ever in WSL history. I know it's early days still for her, but that's 10 goals now in the WSL that she scored, and it must be 14 shots because I don't think she has another shot. Oh, that one that deflected onto the bar, maybe. So okay, 15 shots then. It's still a great record, isn't it? Rajandra says there she is improving more and more. Janet says there, yes, I'm now watching. Very good goal. It was a very good goal. Yeah, it really was a good goal. I say it's a finish from Steen that you just expect because that's just what she does. Now Beth Mead's got a little bit of space on this near side, pings the ball over the top. What a great ball that was, looking for the runner, Caitlin Foord. Just maybe took a little bit wider than she maybe wanted. A great spot though from Beth Mead. Now Caitlin Foord running out of Leicester defence, gets to the ball and pulls it back. Stina again. Oh, she should have scored again, Stina. She didn't get enough on that at all. That was a great move though. It would have been a great goal. Unfortunately, this time Stina's finish let her down, unusually for her. On the edge of the 6-yard box, she should have put that in. Ball played into the box, looking for Stina again. But that was a great move, actually. Lovely play from Caitlin Foord. And Stina should have scored. As Terry says there, shame Stina didn't get them passes to her the first half. Yeah, exactly. I mean, she makes them runs, doesn't she, all the time. She's constantly making them runs in behind, all the time. And she's not going to get fouled every single time. It's just that's football, isn't it? But the good thing about Stina is she'll keep doing them, and she keeps doing them. She doesn't give up just because she didn't have the ball on the first 5 or 6 or 10 runs that she done. She kept on going. The ball comes through to her, and there she is, and she's there, and she slots it away. Brilliant stuff from her. That's what she's good at, and it's good to see. We've got a comment in there from Aslandau. Sophia says, greetings from Greece. How are you doing? Good to see you all the way from Greece. Brilliant. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the show. Please give us a like as well. If you are new here, consider subscribing. We do cover the Arsenal women here, as well as obviously all the stuff for the men's team as well. But we give the women every bit as prominent coverage as we do to the men's team because they deserve it and women's football deserves it. And we just enjoy it. So why not? So if you might enjoy that, please consider subscribing. That'd be great. Anyway, Leicester now in possession. Arsenal got that 4th goal and are now looking in even more control than we were perhaps earlier on. Steph Catley now. 4 different scorers as well. It just goes to show, doesn't it? See, Arsenal can spread the goals around this team. There's goals everywhere, isn't there? You know, from the back 4 all the way through the team. Everyone's capable of getting goals, aren't they? And we've seen it today. 4 different goal scorers. You know, we've got Viv missing. We've got Kim Little missing. We've got Leah Williamson and Rafaela Souza missing. Probably 4 of our best players. I'm not saying they are our best players, but they're certainly 4 of our best players all missing. And we've got 4 different goal scorers today. We're coming forward again over on that far side. It's a great ball to Caitlin Foord. Oh, she couldn't quite get there. The defender just got in front of her. Actually, it's good defending. Actually, that was. I think it might have been Sam Tierney. And they managed to get the ball away. Frida Maanum now. She's wearing gloves in the second half. Frida Maanum actually. She thinks she'd be used to the cold weather coming from Norway, wouldn't you? But anyway, I can't moan. I always wear gloves once it gets to October usually, but. I've managed to avoid them this season so far because the weather's been quite mild, but yesterday it was too cold for me. I did wear my gloves. Anyway, I'm from a warmer country, aren't I? Than Frida. She should be used to the cold, really, shouldn't she? Anyway, that's a little ball dinked forward by Lotte Wubben-Moy, and Arsenal win it back again. Jordan Nobbs now it's with Laura Wainwrighter. Plays it back to Wubben-Moy. And Arsenal just totally in control of this game, not overly exerting ourselves. We've got 4 goals. It would be nice to get a few more, wouldn't it? Steph Catley plays out to that far side into Frida Maanum. She is on the move again. Frida goes past the defender, puts a cross in. Oh, the goalkeeper just got there ahead of Beth Mead. Almost an opportunity for a 5th goal. Mead hasn't scored actually in this game. She hasn't scored for the last few. She sort of needs a goal, doesn't she? Let's hope Beth can get a goal actually. She came quite close there. It was a decent cross again from that far side. Frida Maanum, who is playing such a good game today as she has been lately, put a cross in. The goalkeeper, Kirsty Lavelle, just maybe got enough on it just to prevent Beth from getting it there. Terry says, oh, Mido, indeed, yeah. Very close there, wasn't it, she, for Mido? Lotte Wubben-Moy then fouled by Natasha Flint. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal midway inside the Leicester half. Which Andrew says there, she is used to the cold and wears the proper gear. Well, yeah, I suppose she does, yeah. But anyway, you'd think that she would be able to stand a bit of cold and wet weather, wouldn't you? But she's certainly playing well, so we don't care if she wants to wear her gloves. You crack on. She wasn't wearing them in the first half, so obviously she's got short sleeves on and gloves. I never quite understand that combination for me. I always wear longer sleeves and gloves anyway, but that's just me maybe. Anyway, there is a free kick now, which Steph Catley's going to take midway, I say, inside this Leicester half. She went to take it then and didn't, but now she has taken it up this near side for Beth Mead. Tries to get past the defender there, Jenna Purfield, but she wasn't able to, and it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. Beth Mead could do a goal, couldn't she, in this game, I think. We've got a comment there from Jaffa says, I don't know why, but I don't see Viv getting easily into the starting 11. Well, at the moment, you'd have to say, I mean, she hasn't been in the starting 11, has she? And you can see why she hasn't been. I didn't think she was playing particularly well before. And then, obviously, Frida's come in and just been amazing. So how can you leave Frida out of this team? Because she's so important for how we're playing. Stina now doing well on the edge of the penalty, held off 2 challenges. Now it's back with Leah Walty, plays it out to Katie McCabe. Now it's with Caitlin Foord up the line at 2, Frida Maanum, who we've just been mentioning there. Frida Maanum goes around a long way, but does keep possession. Finds Caitlin Foord. Can she get a cross in? She's got 3 defenders in front of her. Unfortunately, she couldn't get a cross in, and Leicester will clear that ball away. It's gone out for a throw. But no, I agree with you, Jeff. I don't see how Viv gets into this team at this moment in time. She's going to have to work her way back in, isn't she? Because Frida's just been so good. And that's good because what it means is that, you know, players who maybe aren't regulars in the team come in and take their chance. And that's exactly what Frida's done. And that's what we need. If we're going to be successful, that's what we need to happen, don't we? We need the players who don't always play to take their chance when they do play and make sure that they can't be left out of the team. And that's exactly what Frida's done. She's been absolutely brilliant. And yeah, I agree with you. I think it is going to be difficult for Viv to get back in. And, you know, she's been given some time off now. That's why she's not here today. She's not on the bench. Hopefully she'll be back and firing. I seem to remember last season a similar thing happened, didn't it? She had a little bit of a break before an international break. She hadn't maybe been playing that well. She came back and then she scored in the next 2 or 3 games when she came back, and she looked a lot better for the rest of the season. And maybe that's what might happen again this time. Let's hope so, because she hasn't been at her best. For whatever reason, we don't really know what's going on, but she certainly hasn't been at her best this year. Maybe this break has come at just the right time. And hopefully she'll be back for the Man United game in a couple of weeks' time, and she'll be firing on all cylinders in that one. What's going to be a really, really big game, isn't it, for us? And a game, if we win, we'll really be in a strong position, won't we? We'll see what happens tonight. Of course, Man United against Chelsea. That's a big game as well, isn't it? I would ordinarily have done a watch along on the channel of that game, but unfortunately, I've done the Arsenal men's game earlier, and I'm not feeling it. Unfortunately, I've had 2 watch alongs on a day is enough, isn't it? Maybe next time when there's not 2 games before, I might well do it, but not this time, unfortunately. Regenda says there, the 5th goal is June. Yeah, it is actually, yeah. Terry says, I'm liking this Arsenal today. They aren't sitting back. They want more goals. Yeah, exactly. We do want more goals. Jeff says, do you think it's because she's playing a different role and not a number 9? Well, I mean, she never saw herself as number 9 anyway. She always saw herself as more of a, she always called herself a 9.5, doesn't she? Playing in that number 10 position, which is where she wants to play. And, you know, Jonas has changed the team a little bit. You know, we brought Stina in so that she can play in that number 10 position. And, you know, it's the position that she's always wanted to play in. So I wouldn't say that should be why she's not playing so well, because that's where she wanted to play in the first place. So I'm not really sure. Something's not right with her, is it? And whether it's she's still recovering from the illness that she had in the summer at the Euros, whether there's other issues in the background, whether there's a fitness issue with her, we really don't know, do we? But let's just hope that this breakaway that the club have given her, they didn't have to give her, you know, the club could have turned around and said to her, you know, you're under contract with us. We've got an important game on Sunday. We need you to play. But they didn't. And that's great for the club to do that. They're putting a player's welfare first, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? And then it's just a matter of hoping that she comes back next week or a week after, whenever she's back, she can come back and be refreshed, and we can see her getting back towards her best form again, because we know how good she is. And even when she's at, you know, 90%, she's still a very good player, but she's not at the level that she expects from herself, not really what we expect from her. It's you know, it's what she expects from herself as well. And she hasn't hit that. She knows she hasn't. She said it herself. You know, she's not been at the level that she wants to be at. And, you know, Frida again's won the ball back high up the pitch. I mean, what an incredible player she is. It's a great one here from Beth Mead on this near side. Is Beth Mead going to get herself a goal? She's waiting for some support, holds the ball up well, plays it square to Leah Walty. Leah Walty tried a shot again. She's not going to score 2 goals, is she, in a season? Laura Wainwright with a shot there, but it's comfortable for the goalkeeper. But that was good from Arsenal. As Andrew says there, Viv has been marked out by the opposite. Well, she has a little bit, but she's good enough to deal with it, isn't she? She's good enough to still be able to impact a game. I'm not using that as an excuse. Terry says, Richard, if you ate 3 Weetabix, you would be able to do the Chelsea Man U game as well. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, this is nice from Arsenal on that far side. Catley Foord, lovely 1-2 with Steen there inside the penalty area, but Leicester do deal with that. We've played 60 minutes. It is Arsenal 4-0 up. It's been a dominant performance from Arsenal. And 4 different goal scorers, as we said. It's been Frida Maanum, Catley Foord, Steph Catley, and Stina Blackstenius. And it is 4-0. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, maybe I needed 3 Weetabix instead of 2. That's what I needed, maybe, to have done 3. But I just want to, after this game, I just want to have a little bit of a chill and maybe enjoy the Man United Chelsea game. Just, you know, in the comfort of the sitting room and enjoy it there, really. But it's been a busy day, but it's been a good day so far. Big win for the men at Chelsea, of course, which we covered earlier. And now we're watching the women 4-0 up at Leicester, going back to the top of the table as well this evening. You'd imagine, because for Man United to go back above us, they'd have to beat Chelsea by 3-0, wouldn't they? Or by 3 goals, which seems unlikely, even if they should win that game. And also coming forward looking for more. Katie McCabe on the run, finds Frida Maanum over on that far side, tried to get the cross in. Beth was in the box. It's deflected behind by Jenna Purfield. By Abby McManus. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal over on that far side. Leicester are about to make a substitution, not quite yet, because they've got a corner to defend. But they will be making a substitution very, very soon. But it's a corner to Arsenal in the meantime over on that far side, which Beth Mead goes short actually to Steph Catley, plays it back into Beth Mead. Wasn't a great ball actually. Again, why don't we put the ball into the box? We've had success by putting it into the box already, haven't we? So why not do that again? Rajendra says there, I missed the men's game. We won. Yeah, we won 1-0. It was a second half goal from Gabrielle. And Leicester are now making that change, the substitution. Willie Kirk's making the substitution. Abby McManus it is who's going off. And the player coming on is number 8, which is Molly Pike for Abby McManus. So like for like switch there for Leicester. And Molly Pike comes on into the midfield. And let's see what impact she's going to make in this game. But you feel that the game's long gone for Leicester in terms of a result. It's just, can they restrict Arsenal to no more goals? But we're coming forward again. Frida Maanum on to Stina. She lets it run to Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty. Beth Mead cuts back inside to Jordan Nobbs. Can she get a shot away? No, she can't. Instead, she finds Laura Wainwrighter on this near side. Again, this is good pressure from Arsenal, looking really, really good. Vijendra says there, 1-0 to the Arsenal, 1-0 to it was indeed 1-0 to the Arsenal. Perfect performance, actually, away from home. Anyway, Jordan Nobbs now coming forward. Excuse me, for Arsenal. Held up briefly, though, finds Stina Blackstenius now. Arsenal knocking the ball around really, really confidently. Can we add some more goals to this scoreline? And give ourselves a little bit of breathing space ahead of Manchester United on the goal difference front as well. Leah Walty now coming forward for Arsenal. Finds Beth Mead. She's still not scored. So that's a lovely ball to the far post. Caitlin Foord, first time volley, goes wide. Maybe she had a little bit more time. She could have maybe tried to bring that ball down, but she tried a first time volley. It would have been a spectacular goal. It would have been an outstanding goal, actually, but she wasn't able to get it on target. Lovely ball out from Beth Mead. Lovely vision from her. She's such a Rolls Royce of a footballer, isn't she? But that volley there from Caitlin Foord just went the wrong side of the post. But a lovely bit of play again from Beth Mead. Terry says there, Meado. Yeah, Meado indeed. And Janet says, how long have you been supporting Arsenal? Well, I've been supporting Arsenal, well, the men's team since I was a kid, since the late 1970s. I've been following the women's team from when they first started in 1987, but I've been supporting them a lot more in terms of going to games and stuff like that, probably in the last 6 or 7 years, more so. But yeah, I mean, I've always followed the women. I've always gone to games every so often when the men wasn't playing or whatever. Yeah, I've always followed them. So it's great. And it's great how it's progressed, hasn't it? We love that, don't we? Vijendra says there, Rich, we need a new song for 3-0 to get the men to score a few more goals. Yeah. I don't know how to get it done. I'll have to see if I can find a way of changing the 1 to 2 and to 3 and to 4 and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Or maybe just try for a different song completely, maybe. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, Arsenal are now in possession again. It is with Lotta Wubben-Moy now. It's with Laura Wainwright on this near side. Beth Mead on halfway. Plays it inside to Jordan Nobbs. Arsenal in total control of this game. We've played 65 minutes. And it's going to be 3 substitutions for Arsenal. 3 substitutions coming on for Arsenal. We've got Lena Hurtig. We've got Noel Moritz. And we've got Manu Bocce as well. They're all going to be getting 25 minutes of this game today, with the points already sealed, and some good minutes on the pitch for those 3, which we're going to probably need them, aren't we? As the season progresses, of course, it's a long season, a lot of games to come, the Champions League as well. So yeah, it's going to be some good substitutions then. So Arsenal now just gave the ball away, and Leicester are coming forward. But that pass forward wasn't great, and Lotta Wubben-Moy picks it up. And now Leah Walty. The ball still hasn't gone out, actually, so we haven't managed to make the substitutions yet, because since they are ready at the side, the ball hasn't gone out of play, but they will be on very, very shortly. Lena Hurtig, Manu Bocce, and Noel Moritz. There's a ball played up this near side to Beth Mead, but she can't keep that in. It has now gone out of play, and we are going to see those substitutions now. You'd imagine that Frida Maanum may well come off. Laura Wainwrighter may well come off. And Caitlin Foord, Caitlin Foord's coming off. Great game from her. Another goal from Caitlin Foord. So it looks as though Lena Hurtig is just going to come on the left-hand side in place of Caitlin Foord. Great game from her again today. A lovely goal from her as well. Great form that she's in at the moment, of course. So she's going off, and Lena Hurtig is coming on the left-hand side. That's the first change. Good to see Lena again on the pitch. She got 2 goals recently, didn't she, against Zurich in the Champions League. It is going to be Laura Wainwright coming off from Maritz and Jordan Nobbs for Iwabocci. Good game from Laura again today, absolutely brilliant. Jordan Nobbs as well, the captain, has come off. I don't know who she's given the armband to. We'll find out very, very shortly. Jordan Nobbs, so good to see her back. And Mane Iwabocci is coming on as well. And I say Noel Maritz coming in at right back for Laura. It's good to get these players game time, isn't it? Get them minutes on the pitch. We're going to need our squad because we've seen the injuries that we've got at the moment. And Jordan's just getting her jacket on and getting some congratulations from the substitutes on the bench as well. Good game from Jordan again today. Not able to get herself a goal though. So we'll see. Rajendra says captaincy to Leah. Oh, was it Leah Walty? Is it? Yeah. That makes sense, or maybe Lotta Wooben-Moy perhaps would have been a choice, wouldn't it? Actually, I think Katie McCabe's got the armband on. I've just seen Katie McCabe is actually, yeah, that makes sense as well, doesn't it? Terry says, is there any news on Kim yet? Still haven't heard nothing coming from the club. Yeah, Kim has got a knee injury. It's a medial cruciate thing, so they expect her to be out till at least January, certainly till after Christmas. So yeah. As Ruby says there, yeah, Kim has a confirmed MCL injury. Yeah, they did confirm it yesterday, the club, I think it was, which is, yeah, bad news, isn't it? Because it could have been a lot worse, obviously. It could have been ACL, in which case she'd have been out for a year. But luckily, I say luckily, it's not as serious as that. She's obviously going to be out until, they're thinking possibly, certainly the rest of 2022, possibly into the new year. But we'll see. Leicester making another substitution now. Natasha Flint is coming off for them, and she is going to be replaced by number 27, who is Shannon O'Brien. Ellie Simon's coming off as well for number 16, who is Carrie Jones, who is on loan from Manchester United. And Purfield is going off and being replaced by Missy Goodwin. So there's another 3 subs there for Leicester. And we've got 20 minutes to play. Some younger players coming on for Leicester. Willie Kirk giving them some minutes, some WSL experience as well. Difficult for young players coming on, isn't it? When, you're 4-0 down. But yeah, it gives them experience on the pitch anyway, doesn't it? Oh dear, Leicester then almost give the ball away straight away to Mane Iwabocci, who's chasing down high up the pitch. And Arsenal do win the ball back now. Frida Maanum plays it back to Steph Catley. It is still Leicester City 0, Arsenal 4. 3 goals in the first half and that 1 in the second half from Stina Blackstenius has put Arsenal in control of this game and back on the top of the WSL. Beth Mead there lays it off to Noel Maritz. The substitute's just come on, plays it inside to Leah Walty. Maritz again. You got to feel a little bit sorry for Noel Maritz as well. She's done nothing wrong for 2 or 3 years. She's been so consistent and solid, but Laura's come in and has been brilliant. And now she's fighting for her place in the team. But we need competition, don't we? And that's what it's all about. And it's good to have competition in the team. And let's hope that that's what we get. Anyway, Frida Maanum now, who's taken her chance, hasn't she, brilliantly, and played the ball out to Mane Iwabocci. She's got some minutes on the pitch today to stake her claim for a more regular place. Lena Hertig plays it to Katie McCabe. Cross comes in. She's gone for goal, or is it the roof of the net? Actually, I don't know if that was actually meant to be a cross or a shot. It's ended up on the roof of the net. Steve says, I knew Arsenal would relax, no problems. Yeah, exactly. We've relaxed a little bit. We've made some substitutions. But ultimately, we've got the points in the bag, and that's what matters. It's a 4-0 win away from home, and we've still got plenty of time, 20 minutes still to find another goal or two, and maybe that 6-0 that you predicted there may well still come true. Fair enough. My prediction was 4-0, so I kind of want more goals now because we got the 4th goal so early, didn't we? We kind of want a bit more now, but anyway, we'll settle for whatever we get. And we certainly can't have too many complaints, can we, with the performance today? It's been absolutely brilliant again from Arsenal, looking really, really smooth. And this is about 4 really important players, 4 of our better players, 4 of our best players, all out with injuries and other issues. So, yeah, it just goes to show, one, the strength of the squad, not necessarily in depth. We don't have a lot of depth, do we? But the strength of the other players who aren't playing regular can still come in and do a great job. And also it shows how settled we are as a unit and as a group. and that's important as well, isn't it? Stina then commits a foul, trying to work hard to win the ball back, as she's done so often for Arsenal to great effect. It was a foul there on, I think that's on the young substitute who's just come on, wasn't it? Carrie Jones. But Stina got herself another goal today. I say that's 10 WSL goals since she's joined in January, in what pretty much amounts to what, I don't know, less than about half a season. So she's definitely on track for big totals, isn't she, Stina? And yeah, let's hope she can continue to score goals, because it's brilliant to see, isn't it? Jenny says we're not seeing many Arsenal Academy players. There's 3 or 4 on the bench today, actually. They very rarely get to come on. But our circumstances are slightly different, aren't they? You know, the position that we're in. Alessandro says there, Mido for the 5th goal. Let's hope so. Yeah, I think she needs a goal, doesn't she? Steve says their game was over before it started. Well, yeah, in many ways it probably was. Rajendra says Anna Patton. Yeah, Anna Patton's gone to Aston Villa, hasn't she? And then she got an injury. Actually, me stream's gone. My iPlayer's gone. Let me just see if we can catch up. Walty now plays it forward to Emmanuel Bocci. Tried to thread it full to Stina Blackstenius, but the Leicester defender read that well. Now Noel Moritz on this near side. We've played 73.5 minutes here at Leicester. It is Leicester 0, Arsenal 4. And for some reason, my stream is playing up. Oh, but suddenly Arsenal have given the ball away. There's an opportunity here for Leicester to pull a goal back. A shot comes in, but it's wide of the post. It was a shot there from the substitute there, Molly Pike, I think it was, who fired that shot wide. It was poor play actually from Arsenal to give the ball away. I know, sorry, it was Shannon O'Brien. It was with that effort that went wide. We've into the last 16 minutes of this game. It's been nice and comfortable for Arsenal, has to be said. It's 4-0. The second half, we've dropped off a little bit since the 4th goal at the start of this second half, it has to be said, but that's understandable, isn't it? Frida Maanum, no, she never drops off her level, does she? She's battling away for the ball. That's a long ball over the top. Oh, good defensive header, actually, that was there from Sam Tierney as he's coming forward now down this, from CJ Bott. Did well over on that far side, tried to play the ball up the line, looking for the run there of Missy Goodwin, but it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. Yeah, so we've dropped our level a little bit in this second half, but it's not surprising, is it really? I suppose we can live with that. We're 4-0 up and see if we can. Still plenty of time to get more goals, isn't there? And hopefully we can push on from this point here and keep winning games. It's just a little break in play at the moment. Not quite sure why. The players are coming over for a drink. Is there an injury somewhere that we've not seen? Not quite sure. It is an injury, actually. Not quite sure who it is yet. But yeah, just the breaking play at the minute. Nothing's happening, so don't worry, you're not missing anything here. Regina says there, was that Katie to see how good O'Brien is? Well, maybe, yeah. Terry says Hurtig off. She's just come on. Is it her that's injured? Regina says Hurtig. It is Hurtig that's gone down. That's a worry. She only came on 5 minutes ago. And hopefully she's going to be okay. Because she needs time on the pitch, doesn't she? There's no doubt about that. She definitely needs more time on the pitch, Lena Hurtig. We've seen glimpses of her quality, haven't we, in some of the games that we've played. In fact, I think Lena Hurtig may be having to go off. In fact, she has gone off. So Lena Hurtig's having to go back off again. And you're talking about we haven't got any young players on. We've just brought one on, actually. We've just brought on Michelle Aubameyang, and she's come on now. So we haven't got one of our academy players on the pitch now. So that's good to see, isn't it? Steve says, apart from last week, haven't Arsenal won all their games 4-0? Could be wrong. No, we only beat Leicester 1-0. We beat Liverpool 2-0. Obviously, West Ham 3-1. We're winning this one 4-0. We beat Brighton 4-0 and we beat Tottenham 4-0. So we haven't won every game 4-0. But yeah, we've won. This would be a fourth 4-0, sorry, of the season. But we may get more goals yet. Who knows? Anyway, Leicester were about to come forward then, but Leah Walty said, actually, no, you're not, and just won the ball back. Steph Catley now plays it to Lotta Woubermoy. We've got 13 minutes to play. Noel Moritz. Caesar's the first two, and then this one, that'll be 3. And then obviously the other 3 were 1-0, 2-0, and 3-1. So, yeah, we've been winning games pretty comfortably overall, I guess, but bigger test to come. This is a good run though from Manu Abochi inside. Plays the ball across. That's a good ball looking for the youngster on that far side. Stevie Blackstenius wins the ball back, but Leicester can come forward now with CJ Bott over on that far side. That's a long ball forward actually up this line, looking for Shannon O'Brien again. And she plays it on, and suddenly Leicester have got a player over here. I think it's Missy Goodwin, but Katie McCabe comes back and holds her up. But Leicester still keeping possession now. We're into the last 12 minutes here at the King Power Stadium. It is Leicester City 0, Arsenal 4. It's been comfortable from Arsenal right from the start. We was on the front foot from minute 1. And yes, we've maybe dropped off our level a little bit in the second half. We've made a lot of substitutions, which disrupts the flow a little bit, doesn't it? And of course, one of the substitutions, Lena Hurtig's had to go off, which was a little bit frustrating. But anyway, it is, of course, Michelle Aubameyang that's come on, the youngster from the Arsenal Academy, getting her WSL debut. She's just trying to win the ball back there, but Leicester are coming forward, but Steph Catley steps in, and that's a good ball actually up that far side too. I keep trying to say Aubameyang. It's not Aubameyang, it's Aubameyang. Anyway, Leicester are now coming forward themselves, and that's a foul. And it's going to be a free kick. Aubameyang. I'll get it right eventually. Aubameyang. Anyway, Leicester are coming forward now. Ball into the penalty area. It's going to run through to Manu Zinsberger. We're into the last 10 minutes now at the King Power. It is Leicester 0, Arsenal 4. Most of the game is Aubameyang. It's Aubameyang. I've got to get it right. It's Michelle Aubameyang. She's a young player that's come on for Arsenal, young academy player for a WSL debut. And let's see what she can do. An unexpected opportunity for her following that injury to Lena Hurtig just 5 or 6 minutes after the Swede came on. Let's hope her injury's not too serious, because the injuries are piling up a bit for us, aren't they, at the moment? So we've got 4 big players out already, and that's without anything else. So let's hope that's not going to be the case. We're not going to lose any more players. Luckily, though, we've got a bit of a break now for a couple of weeks, so hopefully we can get some players back fit again. But this is good from Arsenal again now. Good ball out by Manu Abochi. Finds Aubameyang over on that far side. Plays it back in to Iwabochi. Nice ball into the edge of the box to Beth Mead. Again, she finds Aubameyang out on that far side. Can she get a cross in? She can, but it's deflected behind. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. Good defending that was from Leicester. But Arsenal have got a corner. Let's hope we can produce something here and get a goal. Another one to make it 5-0. The Arsenal fans in that far corner, where Beth Mead is going to take this set piece from. Not quite sure what. There's a substitution actually for Arsenal. It's Jem Beattie's coming on. Good to see Jem Beattie again. And I think Stina Blackstenius has gone off actually. So I'm not quite sure what's happening. It is Stina Blackstenius that's gone off. Great performance from Stina today again. A brilliant goal from her. getting a big round of applause from the Arsenal fans there in that corner as she walks past. Fully deserved as well. Brilliant performance from Stina today. Another goal from her. And Jen Beattie's on. Maybe Jen Beattie's going to play up front for the last 9 minutes. That corner comes in. It's over hit, actually. And Frida Maanum's going to keep it in, though. Plays it back here to Katie McCabe. And now it's with Leah Walty. Back to Noel Moritz. And now Leah Walty again coming forward. It's back in again to Noel Moritz. She turned, and maybe she thought about a shot then, actually, but it got deflected back away, and now Leicester should be able to clear this ball away. Well won back, though, by Aubameyang there. Oh, the referee's giving a free kick. That's not a free kick, ref. She's just won the ball. Jeff R says there, what's the latest on Kim Little injury? She's got it's a knee injury. It is an MCL. She's expected to be out until the new year. Not great news. Could have been worse, but it's not ideal, is it? So we're going to have to cope without Captain Kimmy for quite a while now, unfortunately. Quite a few games, certainly until after Christmas anyway. But let's see how that works out. She may recover a bit quicker. Let's hope so. Steve says, yes, what's the latest from... Yeah, that's it with Kim, unfortunately. Terry says, oh, my Mido, what's going on? Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's a bad injury, but it could have been worse. And let's hope that she's better soon. That's a long ball over the top from Frida Maanum. That's going to just all run all the way through to the goalkeeper, Kirsty Lavelle. It looks like Katie McCabe pushed on further forward since Jen Beattie's come on, which is fine. We don't mind that, do we? Now Arsenal got another chance here with Manu Bocci. Plays it through to Beth Mead over on that far side. Beth Mead tries to beat the goalkeeper. Oh, she tried to dink it over the keeper and she's put it wide, actually. There was two players there coming into the penalty area. Maybe she should have pulled it back. Maybe she's feeling a little bit herself that she's not scored for a while. And maybe that was what that was about there, that finish. It was a lovely ball, though, from Manu Bocci. Lovely pass through. And maybe a pull back to Katie McCabe would have been a better option. Katie McCabe says so there as well. You can see her frustration. And Beth tried a shot. I say that may be a little bit down to the fact she's not scored from a little while. Vijandra says that was a good win by Michelle. No, I thought she won the ball well, yeah. Steve says that's good, I thought, the season. Well, yeah, I mean, it's better than it could have been. And we've got another chance here. Frida Maanum with a shot from distance. Good save from the goalkeeper, Kirsty Lavelle, this time. She got almost scored in the very first minute, Frida. She's nearly scored right at the end as well. And the goalkeeper's denied her again. Another opportunity for Arsenal. Rajendra says Michelle has taken centre forward. Yeah, she seems to have done, yeah. Anyway, Leicester are coming forward over on that far side. And another clean sheet would be nice, wouldn't it? I know that the run ended last week. But a nice clean sheet again would be good. Good defensive header there, actually, from Noel Moritz. And Arsenal do clear the ball away, but not really very successfully. Jen Beattie now, though, plays it out to that far side. Beth Mead pings it into Manu Bocci. Now it's back with Steph Catley. Jen Beattie with a ball across the box to Lotta Woober-Moy. Now it's back with Manu Zinsberger. Goes long up that far side. And it was flicked on there by... Iwabocci, I think it was, but Leicester are now coming forward, but not for long as Leah Walty steps in, and then Leah Walty's fouled. We're into the last 5 minutes here at the King Power Stadium, and Vijandra says Katie swapped with me. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like Katie's gone further forward on the right hand side. It looks like Beth's over on the left hand side, and Michelle's gone through the middle, and Jen Beattie's obviously gone in, dropped in at centre back. I'm not sure who's left back, actually. Maybe we've just gone free at the back. Anyway, Noel Moritz is right back. Actually, no, Noel Moritz has gone left back, hasn't she? No, Steph Catley's still left back. Of course she is. What's on about? Anyway, Leicester coming forward now on that far side. The shot comes in. Oh, good tip over that was from Zinsberger. Once again, she doesn't have anything to do for large spells of the game, but she's always alert and switched on. And that was a good save. I think it was Missy Goodwin with that shot. It was good play from Leicester, actually. They've not had much. Not had many good attacking moments here, have they? But that was a good move in there, coming in from that far side. A good shot. It was going in. And that's a decent tip over, actually, from Zinsberg. I say once again, she's not called into action very often, but when she is, She's always alert and on the ball, isn't she? It was Missy Goodwin with that shot. Good play from her, actually, and a good save again from Zinsberg. She's made 2 good saves in this game, despite having relatively little to do. And that could have been, Leicester could have scored 2 goals, and it makes it a different game. Anyway, they've taken that corner short. It's now played into the 6-yard box. It's headed away by Frida Maanum. Beth Mead completes the clearance, but actually Leicester pick the ball up again. Cross comes in, but that should be a comfortable header away from Noel Moritz. And now Beth Mead's got time to get the ball down, play it to Frida Maanum, and Arsenal can start a counter-attack. Play up this near side to Beth Mead. She's back over on this right-hand side. Switches the play, but that's not going to reach. Katie McCabe over on that far side. And that's a foul inside the centre circle from Lotta Wilber-Moy. And it's going to be a free kick. Terry says there, Frida, player of the match, well deserved. Yeah, I think Frida's had another good game. She's been crucial, hasn't she? Certainly in the early stages, she played well, got the first goal, has been driving us forward all game, and another player of the match for her. She's in great form at the moment, isn't she? Really showing what a great player she is. And yet at the start of the season, she wasn't in the team. She wasn't even getting on. So just goes to show, doesn't it? Every single player out there who's maybe on the bench, you're not playing. You're always going to get a chance at some point. And what you've got to do is you've got to do what Frida Maanum's done, and you've got to take that chance and grab it with both hands. And that's what Frida's done. 4 goals in her 4 games that she started. Brilliant from her. And we've needed her. We've needed her to come in and do that job. She's been brilliant. Now, of course, it's just a matter of thinking now what the future holds for Viv when she comes back. Because, as we mentioned before, is she going to walk straight back into this team? You'd have to say, at this moment in time, probably not, because of how well Frida's playing. Regina says, Michelle showing good effort. No, she's done well, Michelle. I've been really impressed with her. She's put herself about, hasn't she? She's worked hard. She hasn't really had the ball that much yet to really show what she can do with the ball, but she's certainly worked hard. And yeah, she's done really well. Good to see. Because we're going to need these young players, aren't we? We're going to need them, and that's a good sign. And it's good that she's got a few minutes on the pitch, and she's again another player now. She's looking to take that chance. And that's what you've got to do. When you're not playing, when you get the opportunity, you've got to try and grab it. And I say Frida's done that so well. So we shall see. Terry says, yeah, we're letting Leicester back into the game. Good save from Zin. Steve says, yeah, I'm scared it's close. And Terry says, I'm going to give him a chance to score. Yeah, I mean, we gave him a little chance there. It was a good save. I would like to get another goal, actually. We're into the final minute now of normal time. There'll be a bit of stoppage time, won't there? You'd imagine. I'd say 2 or 3 minutes, maybe. There's been a lot of substitutions, but a big Arsenal following in the stadium today, one of which is Matt. I was just trying to see if I could see him in the crowd, but we couldn't from that particular view. But he is in there. He has already sent us some videos, so we're going to, I'll have them on the channel for you later on as well. Lots of stuff coming up for you as well on the channel as always. It's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. So 4 more minutes to play. Still time to get another goal for Arsenal. Can we win here 5-0 for the 2nd season in a row? Perhaps we can, who knows? But anyway, we'll take the 4-0, won't we? Very happily, and move on to the international break. You'd imagine we'll still be top of the league, because it would be a massive shock if Man United were to beat Chelsea by 3 goals or more, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. I'm not saying they can't beat Chelsea, but to beat them by 3 goals or more would be a shock, wouldn't it? Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward over on that far side, but Steph Catley can't kick that ball in, and it's going to be a throw to Leicester. We have played a minute of the 4 of stoppage time, so there is still a little bit of time left to get that 4th goal. We'll see, but we don't need one. A 5th goal, sorry. We don't need another goal, do we? Just be nice. So difficult first game for Willie Kirk. Difficult to know what is half-time kind of adjustments made, really, because Arsenal got the 4th goal and then dropped off, didn't we? So it's really difficult to know whether that made much difference or not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Frida couldn't quite get on the end of that ball, and it's with Leicester instead. Leicester can come forward. Ball played out to that far side. And Jem Beattie's there to tidy that up. And Manuel Bocci. There's a few, not unfamiliar names, but names in this team now that haven't been playing many minutes this season, which is good to see. Jem Beattie, one of them. Manuel Bocci's another one, of course. And Noel Moritz as well, who's in possession now on this near side as we move into the second. We've got 2 more minutes left of stoppage time to play at the end of this game. Noel Moritz does well under a bit of pressure there from Kerry Jones. It's now with Zinsberger. Now it's with Jem Beattie bringing the ball forward over on that far side. Dinks the ball over the top to that far side. Good play from Steph Catley. Nice control from her, but she's put under pressure and now she's won a free kick. We're into the last 90 seconds. It's Missy Goodwin who gave away that free kick. It was her effort a little while ago that produced a good save from Manu Zinsberger, actually. Steve says there, Rich, in the men, you think Spurs can beat Liverpool? I need that for my multi. Well, they can. Of course they can. Liverpool aren't playing that well, are they? And Spurs seem to be able to get results. They are at home, Spurs, as well. So they can certainly beat Liverpool. Will they beat Liverpool? It depends what Liverpool turn up, doesn't it, I think. They've not been at their best, certainly. So I'm not sure. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs do win, actually. That was almost a good move, that, from Arsenal. The ball come out to this near side, but there was nobody there. And it's going to run out for a throw to Leicester. We are now into the final minute of stoppage time. And hopefully that'll be that. Willie Kirk seems quite relaxed on the sidelines, chatting to his coach there. Ultimately, this would have been I suppose, in a way, it's a good game to start with because no one was expecting Leicester to get anything out of this game anyway. The second half you'll be pleased with. I do think a lot of that's to do with Arsenal just dropping off a little bit because the game was won. Terry says that I think Willie Kirk halftime talk was just carry on. Arsenal will get bored at some point. Well, yeah, I'm not so much bored, but it's obvious that Arsenal would drop off once we've got the goals. They're just showing some Arsenal fans in the crowd. Can we see Matt? No, we can't see Matt there. I can't see Matt there. He is there. He sent us some videos, but we can't quite see him on that particular shot of the crowd there. But we will look out for his videos later. He sent a few through already, so we're looking forward to seeing them. His vlog today on what's been a very good Arsenal performance. And there goes the full-time whistle. It has finished. Leicester City 0, Arsenal 4. Comfortable victory for Arsenal. Good performance right from the start. We were at it from the very first minute. Frida Maanum with an early shot could have given us the lead inside that first minute. It was a good save from the goalkeeper, Kirsty Lavelle, but it was Frida Maanum who did give us the lead after 12 minutes or so. It was a cross from the far side, the right from Stina Blackstenius. Goalkeeper Lavelle pushed it out, and Frida was there to finish it off to give us a 1-0 lead. And from then on, it was always just going to be how many goals Arsenal would win by. We got a second goal about 10 minutes or so later. And that was Caitlin Foord with a goal. It was a good move. Again, Frida Maanum was involved. It was her ball out to the right-hand side to Beth Mead. Her low cross to the far post was missed by the goalkeeper, and Caitlin Foord slid in to make it 2-0. And then just before half-time, it was free, straight from a corner. Steph Catley curled it in. Goalkeeper couldn't get near it, and the ball went in to make it 3-0 at half-time. It was 4-0 right at the start of the second half. A long ball over the top. I think it might have been from Laura Wainwright. Stina Blackstenius was in. Took her time, rounded the keeper, and slotted it in for 4-0. And that was that, really. You know, we could have scored more. Of course we could. But ultimately, you get the 3 points. You win 4-0 away from home. It's happy days. And it was a good overall performance from Arsenal. Good to see some of the squad players get some minutes at the end. Unfortunately, Lena Herzig came on within 5 minutes, got injured, and had to go off again. But it did give a chance for Michelle Aubameyang. I keep saying Aubameyang. It isn't Aubameyang, is it? But she came on in the final, 20 minutes or so. Played well, worked hard, and it's good for her to get a WSL debut. So that's a good sign as well. Magenda says 4-0 to the Arsenal. Indeed, Steve says, well done, Richie. You said 4. I did say 4-0, yeah. It's a good win. But Leicester are the bottom team in the league. They've lost every game. And these are the games that you have to go away and win. And we did. We played well, good professional performance, some good individual performances as well. Frida Maanum again's got player of the match. And yeah, you have to say, again, fully deserved because she was outstanding once again. Everybody played well today. You know, everyone put a good shift in. We had some quality and we got some good goals. and yeah, a good all-round performance, and we are top of the league. And if Manchester United and Chelsea end up drawing, we'll actually have a 2-point lead at the top, which would be really good, wouldn't it, at this point in the season? Terry says, don't praise him, Steve. You know how big-headed Richard will be getting his score right again. Well, I don't know about again. I don't often get them right, do I? But I'm pleased to get this one right. But ultimately, I'm just happy that we won. And that's the most important thing to me. But yeah, it's nice to get the score right once in a while. And the players are just in their huddle. Jonas is applauding them. The Arsenal fans are singing over on that far side as well. And rightly so. A good performance from Arsenal. Manu Zinsberg has got a towel wrapped around her. Maybe she's a little bit cold. She didn't have a lot to do in that game, did she? But she did make 2 good saves to for a clean sheet. So she deserves that as well. It's never easy, is it, when your team's dominating a game for the goalkeeper? And we are currently 3 points clear. We have obviously got that game in hand on Manchester United, but we played the same number of games as Chelsea, and we've got 3 points ahead of them. So if they drop more points today, well, that'll be good, won't it? And we've got a 3-goal difference on Manchester United as well. Manchester City are up to 4th. They won. The Tottenham game was off, as we said. Leicester are still bottom with no points. Reading have got 3. Liverpool have got 3. Brighton have got 6. And then West Ham, Everton, Aston Villa and Tottenham all on 9. Man City on 12. Chelsea and Manchester United on 15. And we are top of the league on 18. And that's great. Terry says, let's hope Man U don't win 3 or 4-0. It's unlikely, isn't it, let's be honest, against Chelsea. They may win that game, Man United, because they're playing well, but they're not going to win 3 or 4-0, are they? You wouldn't have thought. It's been a good day. It's been a good day for us, wasn't it? The men won 1-0 earlier on at Chelsea. Fully deserved victory that was as well. And now the women have won 4-0 away at Leicester, and fully deserved that was as well. Could have even been more goals, couldn't it? But that's fine. We'll take a good 4-0 away win. And we move on to the top of the table, which is great, isn't it? Steve says, I got last week 3-1. I said 6-0 today, can't win them all. Yeah, exactly. You can't win them all. I can't remember what I said for last week's game. Probably 3-0, actually, potentially. I would have expected us to get another clean sheet. It wasn't meant to be, was it, yet last week? But anyway, it doesn't matter. We won the game, and we've won this game. And we've won this game quite comfortably. And the players are now going over to the fans as well. And I'm sure there'll be some great photos later on social media. Frida Maanum, player of the match, is now being interviewed. So should we have a little listen to Frida?
As a team, and we keep building. I was going to say, you said there about the 4 goals. Different goal scorers once again. It feels this season like it's a real squad effort from Arsenal. Yeah, I think it's a strength in our team. We have different goal scorers, and we score a lot of goals.
How do you feel that this season your role is within the team? How do you feel developing that at Arsenal?
Yeah, it's different. Like you see, I play more as a 10 this season, or the last games. So I'm a bit higher on the pitch where I like to be, and like to be in the scoring position as well. So yeah, like to be there.
There's been a lot made of the fact that there's no Viviana Miedema at the moment, but have you seen this as your opportunity to kind of show exactly what you can do and that you deserve to be in the starting 11 regardless of Miedema's form?
Yeah, I mean, Miedema is a brilliant player. We all know that. It's tough to compete against her, but at the same time, I'm just trying to do my best and do everything I can do in training every day.
Obviously, you're sitting at the top of the table at the moment. Do you ever look behind you and think, what are the other teams doing? Or are you going to? What next means? Are you going to be watching the game later between Chelsea and Manchester United?
Basically, yeah. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to watch it just because it's an exciting game as well. But like you said, I don't think we really look back. I think we're just trying to do one game at a time and try to win and do our best. It works so far.
It must be so exciting to be a part of as well, because I know we're so early into the season, but there are teams firing on all cylinders. The fact that Manchester United look like they've really taken a step up this season, it's so tight already. Obviously, 3 points ahead, but there's only 3 goals in it in terms of goal difference as well.
Yeah, it's really tight. It was last season as well. We know it's tight and we need to win every game. Like today, it's a tough game against Leicester and we need to win it. So we just focus on every game and try to win it.
You, 3 goals in 3 WSL matches right now. The confidence just looks like it's running through. The way you anticipated that rebound to get that goal, you look like you're in potentially the form of your career. Is it safe to say?
Big words, but probably, yeah. I'm just enjoying my football, and I love to play football, and you can probably see that outside the pitch as well.
I tell you what, you probably haven't seen the goal back. Would you like to see it? We can show you. If you take a look at our monitors, talk us through it from your point of view. If you can see that, I know we've got quite a small monitor, but of course it falls out to you on the edge of the box.
Yeah, I actually shoot it with my right. I should have just taken it with my left, because I go with my outside of my foot, but I'm just trying to be where the ball can bounce and hit it back of the net.
You're being critical of yourself. Even watching your own goals, he's already hyper-analysing.
No, but I thought about it after I did it, but yeah, it's a goal.
So that's Freedom Maanum there, player of the match today. Pretty much player of the month at the moment, isn't she? Brilliant from her. Another goal from her. Brilliant. Good to hear her. She's so humble, isn't she? You know, she's just enjoying playing football. You can see that when she plays. We said it before, you know, she's playing with a smile on her face. And yeah, she's been really important to the team, and another deserved player of the match for her. Great to see, and hopefully she can carry on this great form, can't she? Which will be really, really good. Steve says next, who's next game for women? I know the men got Wolves. Yeah, well, the men actually played Brighton in midweek in the Carabao Cup, and then Wolves next Saturday. There's an international break for the women now. The next game is on Saturday the 19th against Manchester United at the Emirates. That's going to be a big game. I think it's a 5:30 kickoff now, isn't it? So, yeah, the top two potentially, or it's certainly going to be two of the top three, depending on the result later on this evening. So, yeah, Arsenal next game, Manchester United in a week on Saturday. So that's going to be good. So enjoy that one with us. That's going to be a great game, isn't it? So we look forward to that. Yes, that's the next one, a big one for the women. Terry says, great commentary again today, Richard. Frida seems really happy, nice person, and what a great player we have. And exactly, yeah, no, she does seem very, very nice, very down to earth, and just enjoying her football. And yeah, let's hope it can continue, because she's been such a key player for us in the last few games, hasn't she? And I'm sure that's going to continue. So, right, okay. So that is, I think that's probably it for me today. I've been live for over 4 hours now, getting on for 4.5 hours. When we went live earlier on today, obviously with the Arsenal game at Chelsea, great win that was for the men, 1-0. Gabriel with that goal, and then now we've just seen the women win 4-0 here at Leicester. Freedom Maanum, Caitlin Foord, Steph Catley and Stina Blackstenius with those goals. And while the men are back on top of the Premier League, the women are now top of the WSL as well. So it's been a great day for Arsenal as a whole, and we've just enjoyed this game here at the King Power. So that is that then. I hope you've enjoyed the extended coverage today of these two games. I certainly have enjoyed them. 2 good wins. What more could you want? That's what we wanted before we started today. We wanted 2 wins for Arsenal. We've got 2 wins. We're back top of both leagues, and it's happy days at the moment, isn't it? So, yeah, really enjoyed that one. I hope you did as well. Just a reminder, what's coming up on the channel tomorrow? It'll be the Arsenal review at 8 o'clock. We'll be looking back on the Chelsea game, of course, looking back on the Zurich game from Thursday night, and looking ahead as well to Brighton, and also, of course, to Wolves and the break for the World Cup. That's coming up tomorrow. On Tuesday, I think Steve and Adam will be back with the Social Extra show, so look forward to that one, 8 o'clock. That's a great show. Wednesday, it's a watch along of the Brighton game. Thursday and Friday at the moment, we don't have anything planned for the channel, but I'm sure we'll get something sorted out. I'll try and get a Wolves fan on, actually, maybe Friday. There's no women's show this week because there's no game next weekend. And of course, next weekend, we've got the Wolves Watchalong Saturday evening. And we'll have a look and see that when the Lionesses are playing, we might well bring you some coverage of the Lionesses games as well. So loads of great stuff to come, of course, as always. Steve says there, till next time, great call to all Arsenal fans. Bye from Steve. Yeah, cheers, Steve, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening, actually. Night it will be now, won't it? Early hours of the morning. Terry says, have a great rest of your weekend, Richard, and all in the chat. Indeed, yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'm sure we will. We've just seen Arsenal win 2 games, and we've just seen Arsenal be top 2 leagues. So what more could we bring you? Come on, I mean, you know, we're bringing you everything that we can possibly bring you. Arsenal wins right, left, and centre. So it's been good stuff. So thank you everyone for watching. Please give it a like before you leave, and please remember to subscribe as well. We're back tomorrow at 8 o'clock with the Arsenal review show. Look to get some of the guys in to go over the week's action for Arsenal. Been a busy week, of course, for the men. Busy week coming up as well. Steve says, go Gunners, Footy Club, exactly, yeah. Thanks for your support, Steve, today, and your comments in the chat as well. You've been with us for everything today, so that was good of you, and Terry as well, and a few others. Rajendra, good to see you as well, and everyone else. So it's been fun, hasn't it? It's been good. We've enjoyed ourselves today, and 2 good wins for Arsenal, which we've really enjoyed. So yeah, join us tomorrow if you can for the game for the Arsenal review show, and that's 8 o'clock tomorrow, and then there'll be loads of great stuff coming up this week as well. As always, I hope you will enjoy it. It was Ruben Morris with the assist for Stina's goal, by the way. A great ball it was over the top, and well finished, of course, by Stina for the 4th goal. So, yeah, Leicester 0, Arsenal 4. Great performance from the women. We are top of the league. We are top of 2 leagues. I mean, what more could you want? And we move. We went to November. We're top of 2 leagues. Brilliant. What a start to the season it's been. It's been a great start on the channel as well, hasn't it? I hope you've enjoyed the coverage that we're bringing you. And loads more great stuff to come. We're going to be bringing you some new shows over the next couple of weeks as well. What we're doing is we're boycotting this World Cup because it's nonsense. So instead of the World Cup, we're going to be bringing you some new shows. There's going to be a World Cup memory show. We're going to be looking back at previous World Cups, the ones that matter, the ones in the summer, the proper World Cups. We're going to be looking back at some of those, starting with Argentina 78. That'll be coming up in the next week or so. We'll be moving forward from there through all the other World Cups that we've seen. There'll be lots of other shows as well, looking ahead to. Obviously, there's still women's stuff going on, so we'll be bringing you all the watch-alongs for the women. But loads of great stuff coming up. So please stay with us all, and we will see you very soon. I am going to go and have a lie down because it's been a long day, but it's been a great day. Arsenal won 1-0 at Chelsea. The women have just won 4-0 at Leicester. We have enjoyed ourselves today. Hope you have as well. If you have, please give us a like and subscribe, and we will see you very, very soon tomorrow for the Arsenal review. Come on, you Gunners. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll speak to you soon. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Running there of Beth Mead. Beth Mead's in behind, plays it across. Catley Foord's going to score, and she has scored. This fast start has been rewarded for us.